What up? What up? What up? Top of the top. Back again, y'all. We back again. What's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out to everybody that's up right now. Let's go. More entertainment on this internet, y'all. Live on the web. Welcome to the show. Follow Fang Live. Let's go. Shout out to everybody that's up. All the members. Shout out to everybody hitting the like buttons. Even though I never asked. Everything is organic. I appreciate everything. Comments. Let's go. I'm gonna drop this link one more time, y'all. Then we're gonna take off. We out of here. All right, let's go. Yeah. More updates on everything. I know one thing. I don't know about y'all, but I be hearing stuff at night. Yeah, I be hearing stuff at night. I can hear full campaigns going on, man. What's up, y'all? Top of the top. Yo, I've been noticing this about the past week. Like at night, late night, I be hearing a lot of sirens. From what I've been noticing, y'all, it's like at nighttime, that's when they be doing a lot of crackdowns. Anybody riding around there at night, they be getting their ass, man. I've been hearing that for about a week now at night. Just hear mad. It's been if y'all notice, there's been a lot of police chases. Yeah, a lot of police chases. Also, this is something I always knew too. Even before this attack on all the drug dealers, this is also an American thing. They always do roundups before the spring, always. Before Easter, Memorial Day, they always do that. Before the 4th of July, they always do that. It's a big cleaning up before the spring, summer hit because that's tourism season. They always do sweeps before tourism. That's also why bigU and them got locked up because that's Vegas, tourist city. So like I was telling you, tourist cities are different. New York, systems, tourist cities. Yeah, every time, a certain time, this is what's going to happen. These things are always new, y'all. That's how America works, yeah. So a lot of people been running around, and they also don't know that this is the time when they lock their ass up because the way America runs, they know in the beginning of the year it's slow. They know most people trying to catch up on their bills. Like I said, it's no coincidence. And as soon as the year start off, we start getting all these damn bills. I've been going all these years. As soon as this year hit, I start getting bills. So there's a lot of people. But they know that. They know a lot of people get caught up in this time waiting on tax money. And they know people got to do what they got to do to survive. But this when the police turn up their heat. Yeah. So, yeah. It's in effect. We're going at it today. What's up, intro? What's up, Tish? Top of the top, y'all. What's up, King of the Villa? Everything will be timestamp. EK. What's up? Carmen, what's up? Black Diamond, what's up? Miss Bryant, all of y'all 401 Rider, what's up? Melanie, what's up? Shirley's. All right, y'all, we're going to get into it. That's right, spring equinox, yeah. Will Smith, another one. Will Smith is coming out with lies. We know they all been lying. They all have lied. It's just for me, right? All this stuff is repetitive. So, well, I said a long time ago that the actors are smarter than the rappers and everybody else. And I spoke about how the actors were fast to get in front of this. Because as an actor, you can't play with your career. Your career will be over if you get dirt on you. See, the rappers that been around Diddy and around these nasty things, they okay because they can sustain when you're a rapper. But when you're an actor, you can't go with that dirty slander. See? So when it first happened, Denzel said what, y'all? He was at Diddy parties, but he left. I said Denzel's trying to get in front of it. Nick Cannon got in front of it. What'd he say? I was there, but I left. See, they put themselves in front of it to deal with it early. And I spoke about how all the people that put themselves in it early and get it out the way, they can go on with their career. The ones that still stuck and lingering and act like ain't nothing happening, they're the ones, yeah, career over with. So you'll see. Denzel addressed it because he had to go on with his career. Nick Cannon had to address it because he had to go on with his career. Will Smith. We got Will today, y'all. Now, you know on this channel, I be invoking certain things on them. So, you know, I keep saying, Will Smith gonna get his. Will Smith gonna get his. Well, guess what, y'all? The smoke been on Will Smith so much. This fool trying to rebrand himself. Will Smith is trying to create a new image. But Will Smith don't know that I already been talking about all this stuff. Now, for those who just seen the members only, Remember when I was just talking about how they get the celebrities, and after they do wicked, nasty, nasty stuff, then what they do? They put them in a church. You didn't notice that Snoop Dogg gospel rap? You didn't notice that? They all do the same thing, y'all. They do the same thing. They go to the church to rebrand themselves and play minds on people. But the thing is, that stuff don't work no more. So guess what, y'all? Will Smith try to pull a stunt, but he has no clue it is not going to work. Will Smith is claiming he is now doing gospel rap and he has found himself, but he have no clue. On this channel, we've been breaking him down for the weirdo he is. Him, his wife, and his kids. He's the same idiot in the Scientology. When I tell you so many of these black people, we're not going into today. When I tell you that so many people like Will Smith went all out their way to be so different and so smart and so scientific and all this BS, somehow he's back to square one talking about, I had to find myself, all this and that. Lies. So from Will Smith, once again today, you're going to get a look at a serpent, a certified devil, lying-ass bastard, and don't forget Quincy Jones is daddy. What I've been telling you, since Quincy Jones been dead, it's up for them, especially Will. Will Smith's whole career comes from Quincy Jones. After parents just don't understand, Quincy Jones put arm around Will, that was it. We also know the history of how Michael Jackson fell out with Quincy Jones. Michael Jackson told Quincy Jones, "You too old, Quincy. I need some new stuff." So they had beef. So to spite Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones went and got Will Smith and I'll be sure and said, "These my new young boys, Michael." That's right. Did all the homework around here. That's right. So Will Smith is trying to say he never been to no freak-offs, y'all. He's saying he never been to no Diddy parties because what is the slogan? Will Smith thinks so-and-so people are stupid. So he's still lying in people's face because these old heads in their 50s, family, this the kicker. When they've been lying to your generations and lying to your parents and lying to us for so many years, you just won't stop, right? They actually still think we believe it. They actually think it still works. But they really believe that. So today, we are going to destroy Will Smith, but he's going to destroy himself because he already did it. Also, I'm going to give you the proof that somebody or Ben said Hollywood was over, but I've been telling you that. Now, everybody that's tapped in on this channel, you will now see today how everything I was saying way before, everybody's saying it now. Not about what everybody's saying, y'all. This is how we confirm information. When I say something, you say something, and that person say something, but we wasn't together when we said it. That's how you connect the dots. So things are only broken down for the slow people to catch them up. No, it's like this. I ain't gonna say it's like no class, but when you come in you come in late and you skip days, got to bring you back. So the teacher got to dumb it back down while the nerds in front of the class, they ready. The nerds be ready. Let's go. Now, Will Smith, gospel raps. This fool been lying to he telling bold-faced lies, y'all. But the thing is, Will Smith been in the cut so long, I don't know what this idiot been doing. He had no clue his lies is not going to work at all because he's been exposed. We also going back in today, the proof of the campaign against all they ass. That's not going to stop, y'all. Family, they are so ruined in this damn internet. They are ruined in the algorithm. They are ruined. When I said that's how I know it's over for them, their names are ruined. There's no ducking, none of this. No, what I mean is the stuff I be seeing, half the stuff I see I cannot post. This is what I be wanting y'all to understand. This is what I want y'all to understand. Every last one of them. When any one of them I talk about, it's stuff on them I can't post. That's how much they being dogged, and it's not stopping. Then I did more homework. This actually been going on since 23. Yes. Let's go. I'm gonna holler at everybody today. What's up? Top of the top. What Will Smith don't know around here, I'm exposed. Well, these cornballs never would have been in a position. What's the gimmick they do that we didn't know back in the day? That Philly hat. What was Will Smith's gimmick? Philly. What the rappers always use for their clout? They city. I'm from Dallas. I'm from Houston. I'm from LA. They city. Why? You get your whole city behind you. You got an automatic fan base. Get your city behind you. You got your cheerleaders. You got your pom-poms. You got your team. Meanwhile, you could be a straight nobody. But see, like I said, you always going to see it, family. Now, Philly, stand up. Philly, if I was Philly, yo, Philly, guess check this out, Philly. Philly's supposed to smack the shit out of Will Smith. Will Smith trying to pop out and rep Philly now. After all the hell Philly went through with all the dope and the trank, Philly been pouring crap, but Will Smith ain't built nothing for Philly. He ain't do nothing for Philly. I can't go through Philly to this day and see nothing Will Smith put there still. Are you serious? But he gonna throw in that Philly clothes. Why? He think they stupid. That's why. Will Smith think y'all so dumb, all he can give you is entertainment. He ain't gonna help with the trank situation. He ain't gonna help with the youth program, but he wants you to think he from Philly, he cool like that, huh? And you gonna get back in line, Philly, because you stupid like that. And you gonna just support him because he from Philly. No, nigga, that worked back in the 80s, Will Smith. Let me give you the formula, guys. This the mind control program they put us in back then. How they do it? Philly, you wear your Philly hat. New York rappers, wear your Yankee hat. All the LA rappers, what they were wearing? LA Raiders hats. All right? That was part of the gimmicks. It's hard to deny the rapper when they repping your city. Huh? It's hard to deny that rapper when they represent your team hat. Guess what, fam? That was a gimmick they put on our ass back in the day. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're going to see Jay-Z ran with that New York fitted New York. I know why Jay-Z in your heart, that damn New York fitted hat. That's why that New York Yankee. That's right. I know what happened. Same thing, Philly, yeah. See, because people don't understand. They knew that your household is attached to them sports, and you attached to that music. So either way, we're gonna get you. Hey, Atlanta. Remember when they first came out? I don't care what they had on. The Atlanta hat. Told you, man, they knew marketing gimmicks back then. They knew back then the first thing you got to do is get your whole city behind you. That's first thing first. That's how you become bigger than what you are. The question is, what did Will Smith do for Philly? First of all, we know Will Smith moved out of Philly, goddammit, in the late 80s. Let's stop it. All right? By 1990, that fool been out of Philly. If I were people from Philadelphia, I'd jump Will Smith. Yep, and take the jacket and the hat. Let's go. Who up this morning? What's up, DJ Stacy? We up on the internet. What's up, Amina? Sandra D, Inquiring Minds. What's up, y'all? Kyle Walker, Miss Bryant. What up, AI? What up, bro? What's up? All right, Lynn D. Let's go, y'all. All right. Will Smith, man. They still playing with religion. But I'm going to be honest, y'all. I said it before, and I think I kind of see it. It's really no such thing as religion no more, man. It's all about what you believe in. Like, it's like if you it's like people celebrating Ramadan. Thing is, it's like if you really are, if that's what you in, like, whatever your heart is, whatever you about, that's what you got to do and practice and live it every day. You don't need an organization to do that. That's all I'm saying. See, it's back to them days. Don't judge nobody because they don't go to church. No. You judge that person according to how they live. Meaning, a person might not go to church, but they know that Bible in and out and live by it. They don't even go down, step one foot in the church. Same thing with a so-called Muslim brother. He might not do nothing else, but he go by the book. He do everything right. He take his prayers. He do everything right. He don't follow all that other stuff. He ain't in no group. See that? Now, since C-19 and everybody got put in the house with that religious stuff, the church has collapsed. But you're going to see lately, it's been a lot of people playing with the church. Yeah, Will Smith is one. The same idiot, y'all, that was proved. Look, him and his wife, he don't know that we know they witches and warlocks. He don't know I know why he flipped his kids. Had to flip his son to his daughter, turn his daughter to his son. This is the same idiot, y'all, that try to tell us what? Something like 2 + 2 = 3. And he was talking about how in this reality we live in, things can be whatever you want it to be. But this is what I was telling y'all about, that fantasy land shit, where we live in a world that's altered. And being that the world is altered, it's been idiots like Will Smith that's been taken for the truth. See, in this fake-ass world you living in, you was taught to listen to anybody that has money, even though they have no proof of education at all. You have no proof of Will Smith's background of learning nothing. Then we're going to also look at how Will's going to try to use all these articulate words. But he the same idiot told us something like 2 + 2 = 4, something like that. Yeah. Know why? Because what he was telling us back then, y'all, they live by their own code and they do as they please. They do what they want. I'm saying that to say Will Smith is one of the main people that made sure he did everything opposite against the grain. All right? He did everything foul, everything nasty, everything backwards. He promoted being married, swingers, freaky. Will Smith represents a freaky-ass black man. We know for a fact what Quincy Jones did to him. We know for a fact him and his wife are swingers. They ain't no cheaters, open relationships, swingers, man and woman. Jada Pinkett, carpet muncher. Will Smith, Nathan hot dogs. And sometimes they pass them around. They're swingers. What else we been saying? How they been turning out them youngsters in the industry. Allegedly, they turned out August Alsina. They allegedly turned out Mr. BASHIR from Empire. We've been talking about that. Will Smith now wants to come in our face after Quincy Jones is dead. Know why? He don't got no protection no more neither. Will Smith had to come out of retirement, y'all, to rap. Yeah, I'm not playing with you. His fool had to rap. I don't know if they made him rap, but I'm going to say this. Will Smith is trying to clean his image up because this shit starting to touch home. He been seeing those memes, y'all. And he trying to say those memes ain't real or the memes don't mean nothing. Man, they making up stuff. Meanwhile, you see Will Smith trying to clean his image up, right? All right, then. Even though we've been talking about Will, I said it was after Will slapped Chris is when a light bulb went on my head, and that is when I started to count down the end of all of this stuff. I was already witnessing the end of rap. Then I got the clue, the end of Hollywood. I've been watching basketball. I've been seeing the end of black sports players at the top. So I put it all together. Sports, acting, music. That's what I did. Then I just start looking at real life events with the slander, and that's how I was able to know what was going on, y'all. Yeah. Because I saw all of them come from nothing when I was a little boy, Will Smith, nothing to something. So I always knew these people because they were always in my fucking life. So I always knew that they had a certain order. And once another thing about Quincy Jones. Why we talk about Quincy Jones? First of all, Quincy Jones is the #1 connection of Will Smith and Diddy. Will Smith tried to tell us he ain't been in no Diddy parties, y'all. He ain't been in no Diddy parties. He ain't been in no freak-offs. He don't really rock with Diddy like that. The whole history of him and Diddy is through Quincy Jones, y'all. That shit go back to the early 90s, period. Diddy was with Father MC. He knew Will Smith from back then. Because when Will Smith was winning, Father MC was winning. They go way back, y'all. So this is my proof. They think that Will Smith thinks throughout 30 years, most people are dead. They were alcoholics, drunk, high. They don't remember nothing. That's what he think, y'all. He also think another percentage or so in love with him, they're going to believe whatever he say. But he have no clue. We know his wife a liar. She ain't never had no damn alopecia. No, Will. You're the woman and your wife is the man. That's right. And she pegs your ass, allegedly. That's right, Will. So why the hell you wait till your kids all grown and your wife bald-headed? Now you want to talk gospel. Why you ain't do that a long time ago? Hey, Will, why you guys never decided to be the so-called perfect family for people to look up to? No, Will, you a weirdo. Then you're going to see Will Smith playing around. You see him acting like he's praying, but he's laughing, y'all. He's playing around. He's trolling. Only reason why Will Smith doing this, y'all, because that shit catching up to his ass, y'all. This a fact. Yes, yes. Remember, y'all, nobody's safe. Nobody. All this stuff on the internet, BASHIR is on, he's doing pornos. He's doing gay porn because of Will, all that. Yes. Somehow that boy was hanging with Will. He out of here. Let's go. See the pattern? Then I tell you the power of this internet. What happened, y'all? Well, we saw this woman named Allie Carter that was a so-called sex traffic survivor, and she said she been to Diddy parties, and she been to freak-offs, and she said one particular party, Mr. Denzel Washington was there. And Allie Carter wouldn't stop, and the videos just kept going. Get out of nowhere, what happened? Denzel, he had to make a statement. What he say, y'all? I've been to Diddy part. I leave early. You got to know the lead before the devil come in. Before the devil come in the room, you got to know the lead. That's what he said. But Denzel had no clue that I know that them Diddy parties go on for 3 days. Freak off 3 days. And it ain't no such thing as leaving. Ain't no such thing as leaving. Guess what else he don't know I know? Denzel, you also don't know I know. They say at the Diddy party, at the freak offs, according to the ritual, the old men get plugged. That's right. The old men go to get plugged by the youngsters. That's what they say. All right? I don't know if it's true, but that's what they say. You seeing Denzel turn into a preacher after that smoke got on his ass, y'all. That's right. The power of YouTube. That's why I say YouTube, the internet, that's for the people. Hollywood, they brought their punk ass over here. But they have no clue what they're doing. You're watching a scared man named Denzel that thought it was all said and done. He was straight. But when he kept seeing them Ali Carter videos, because y'all keep forgetting, all this stuff is on big screen TVs now, and it just might pop up in your algorithm at your house. So Denzel saw that shit. He said, oh, shit. I got to do something about this, John. I got to do something about this. So what happened? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Denzel turned into a preacher. Out of nowhere. He just turned into a preacher, y'all. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. But they're also trying to push the narrative of forgiveness and they're cleaning themselves up. No, y'all. Every bastard you see that been at Diddy parties, the blacks pulling these stunts. How many times I told y'all when you black, you got nowhere to run. So everybody ran. Tom Cruise ran. Denzel had nowhere to go. He had to go to the black church. Because when you get your ass in trouble, you go to that black church. That's where you go at. You get accused of whatever. Murder, slaughter, anything. Go to that black church. They're going to forgive you. Denzel. What is Denzel doing? Playing on the minds of his fans from the 80s. He know all his fans are old like him. He knows this shit. He knows. Women used to get moist in their coochie over Denzel. So what Denzel say? Let me go in that church. Get my old image on now. Yup, I got to get this money. I'm older now. I'm a preacher now. What up, Punches? What up, bro? Yeah, y'all. No. What you see with Denzel, you looking at a scared-ass nigga that panicked when he saw them Ali Carter videos. That's what you watching. All right? Just like with Will Smith. His ass panicking now, y'all. Because those BASHIR videos, they out of control. They out of control now. That's right. Top of the top. The best time of the day is the morning, y'all. We up. No, it's the best time in the morning because we up. That's why. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, y'all. No, we're watching the pattern of these people to show y'all the pattern of the lies and the fake ass cover-ups that ain't gonna work. Let's get into it. Let's all look at the proof of Mr. Will Smith lying his ass off. So we're gonna look at a lot of things like, yo, does he really think people are this dumb? Does he really have the heart, like the audacity to think he's going to talk and people just going to believe whatever he's saying in 2025 like it's goddamn 95? Huh? When I said this, people like Will Smith know a lot. All the nerds, the cornballs know a lot. Will Smith down Quincy Jones, he know everything. If you don't think Will Smith know about what happened to Tupac, you mistaken. When I tell you, it's people like Will Smith in that loop. Art of Dialogue, get Will Smith on that platform, see? See, that's the real. See, they've been playing with that Tupac name, but what y'all forget about Will Smith, it ain't just Jada Pinkett linked to Tupac. You forgot it's also Quincy Jones linked to Tupac. You heard Tupac turn Quincy Jones down for some shit, right? But we now know Will was with the program. All right? Will and Quincy was one. So the truth is, y'all, the truth is Tupac offended Quincy Jones and he offended Will Smith. And Will Smith also had a grudge because Tupac and Jada. And the truth is, Will Smith never liked Tupac, and they all conspired against his ass. That's right. Will Smith is more nasty than you think, y'all. Then after Tupac died, Nas wrote his lyrics for Get Jiggy With It after Tupac dissed Nas. So when I tell y'all it was a lot of people conspiring against Tupac, y'all don't comprehend that Will Smith and Tupac were the same people, meaning they were a competition in that industry, because y'all forget, Tupac and Will Smith were what? Rappers that turned actors. Yup. And let's look at it like this, y'all. Something you never looked at. Who's to say if Tupac never died and would have changed his ways, maybe Tupac would have been a top actor and never Will Smith? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about that? Then you'll see this, because all this hit me clear as day. Thank you very much. Then you will see after Tupac died, Will Smith blew up. When he made that movie 6 Degrees of Separation, when he was getting bent over, that was right around the time Tupac died. But when you go to 1997, that is when Will Smith's career started. What was the movie, y'all? What was the movie, y'all? 97. Right after Tupac died is when Will Smith blew up. Independence Day, y'all. That's what it was. Who in the movie? Vivica Fox. What Will Smith don't know that we proved around here about Vivica Fox? Vivica Fox is a what? Cross-dresser. Huh? Will Smith don't know why I know that. Because Will Smith don't know I done went back into this whole thing and been busting it up. Why? Because it is people like Will Smith put my people in prison. He put them in prison called Fantasyland with his lies. And he won't stop. So, therefore, we had to help destroy their ass. That's right. They being destroyed from the top. We getting their ass from the bottom. That's right. They getting their thing. They getting bombs dropped on their ass. Man, we chiseling them bricks from the bottom. We gonna get their ass out of here. That's right. Next up today is Will Smith. Yup. We just getting started today. What are we gonna look at? Yo, no. Everybody's gonna be used as an example. We're gonna use Will as an example as proof of what's been happening all of these years, y'all. For 30 years. 30 years. Lies. Will Smith is only coming out because he got projects he's trying to work on, and he's trying to get this Diddy dirt off of him. Can you believe this fool lied straight up and said he ain't been in no Diddy parties? He also made baby all jokes, y'all. He said he don't like baby all. Can you believe this shit? No, y'all. I don't believe it. No, this is the shit they doing. Top of the top. Who up? About to get into it. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in. Everybody on the check-in. What's up? We up. What up, Ty 105? What up, Ty 105? Where you at, bro? What's good? Shout out to the bros in the back, man. Shout out to everybody that's keeping it solid. I just be trolling and clowning. You know what I'm saying? That's about it, y'all. I don't be mad. I don't be trying. I mean, I be pulling stunts. You know what I'm saying? It's called entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So now, right? Bingo. Let's go. Let's see what Will say. Because we're going to break this whole thing down, and we're going to prove, we're going to expose Will today, y'all. We're going to expose his ass. We already did, but we're going to put some more nails in his ass. Will Smith could have let his infamous Oscar slap be his cinematic fade out with a career bruised, which means what? His career was really over after he slapped Chris Rock. Like I said, when that situation happened, that's when I started to peep the end of Hollywood. And right after that, the writers' actor strike started right after that. They got laid off, all that. Marriage dissected and reputation in a free fall. But instead of retreating, he turned inward for self-reflection. In the process, Smith rediscovered a long-neglected creative outlet in music, using the mic as a vessel to voice his thoughts after years of prioritizing his Hollywood dominance. No, Will, your Hollywood career is over. So you had to go back to music. That's about it. You had to go back to music. Plus, you know that music is a brainwash device. So you also went back to music, Will, to try to brainwash your fans. You wanted to try to brainwash the people of Philly and the other people that believe in you. And you're trying to rebrand yourself because for one, your ass fell off for many reasons. You fell off because of your dumbass wife, and you was a clown. You also fell off because you smacked Chris Rock. That was also the biggest black embarrassment of this century. That's one of them. All right? That's one of them. Third, you have been raised by your whole career come from Quincy Jones. And on top of that, you might have been to more Diddy parties than anybody. You might have been to more tightest with Diddy. But hey, guess what? Will Smith. This how I know you stupid, because you don't even know that Gene Deal been exposed you and your wife for being around Diddy and J-Lo. Fool. if anybody has the longest history with Diddy, it's you, fool. You and Jay-Z are the main people that go back to at least guaranteed 97. Guaranteed 97. But really, the truth is, Will, your stupid ass and Diddy go back to about 91, man. What you playing with? Y'all go back to about 91. Straight up. Straight up. About 91. 91, 92, y'all. That's right. So Will is trying to play on people. So like I said, I wish every entertainer go back to their city and get drunk by their city. And that should be hot as hell. That should be popping. It'd be a fad of all these celebrities going back to their city and getting beat up. Yup. Will Smith get chased down the street with one shoe on, shirt off, stripped down in Philly on Broad Street, running. Yeah, that's need to happen to him. Straight up. Top of the top. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. What's up, Lorraine? What's up, all y'all? What's up, Tamiko? What's up? All right, let's go, man. Because it's going to be levels to this show. I'm doing a walkthrough now. You know, I'm going to turn up later. So, right? The truth is, what happened, y'all? His career was over after he did that slap. That was the count. That was the start of his ending. So now Will is playing a role, y'all. Like he had an epiphany. And he changing his ways. And he realizes all the stuff he's been through. And like how he let his wife down. And, you know, what he did to Chris Rock. And, you know, all of a sudden now he wants to do music. Because he don't know. We know he ain't getting no more movie roles. What I said they ain't getting no more movie roles. Did I lie to you? Here's the proof. Told you they ain't getting no more movie roles. The thing is, you're going to see, they still didn't tell you nothing. It's not just the actors. It's the rappers. It's the singers. Fool, it's all of them. But the key is, let's keep making everything normal. Get all the money we can and keep these fans stupid. Family, meanwhile, 2025, it's time for a whole new generation of entertainment. So like I said, a lot of y'all take your ass to acting school, get back on this shit. All right? It ain't about selling your soul. The thing is, entertainment is an art. And it's just that their art was very dark. But you're going to see now, right? It was really time for other people to shine because their time was up. So you're also getting a proof that they didn't produce no talent. They're closer to 60 than 50. But you're going to see how the fuck is a rapper going back to a rap at goddamn 56. Come on, Will, stop. What did I tell you? Ass backwards. How many times I got to break down to y'all the art of going nowhere? When what? When you got that skin complexion. What? You're going to do a whole lot. You're going to come from Philly. You're going to be a rapper. You're going to move to what? California, Hollywood. You're going to be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You're going to get 30, 40 million a movie. You're going to do a whole lot of shit, have a famous wife and kids. How you going to do it all? But somehow, when it's all said and done, you're going to be back to where you started from. Why? Because your motherfucking ass is black. So, he started out rapping. He started out singing. Somehow, he back to square one again. Any more fucking questions yet? How many times I got to prove to y'all what's going to happen? Huh? How many times going to prove what's going to happen when you got that what? All right, then. When you got no what? Brains. Huh? They went so far to go against the grain, but they had no clue. When they signed that deal, they had a plan for their ass. Little do you guys know, no matter what you do, when we finish with you, you shall be back to square one. You shall walk off in embarrassment. Who got the biggest embarrassment? No, Will is not known for his great movies no more. This is what Will known for. Embarrassment, period. When I told you every last one of them got dirt on their resume, on their jacket, family, they are wiping these people out of history. When we grew up, we actually had a few heroes that we could be proud of. A few of them that was clean. No, they buried all of them, y'all. Who they buried? The blacks of Hollywood. Kept telling y'all BT. All this got to do with BT, y'all. It's black entertainment that is finished. They are not making no black entertainers the top of the pyramid no more. They will never be the top A-list celebrity no more. They will never be catered to no more. And they not putting up no money for no damn black movies. Anything black, you think Netflix, Tubi. All right? But you also could blame Will Smith for some of that. We up. What's up? Let me read the comment. Man. Let me see who's kicking it with your boy. Let me see what's up. What's up, Yolanda? A lot of Yolandas around here. What's up? Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg last album flopped, so Kenny made them feel comfortable to pop out. I saw a flop album in my Dr. Dre voice. So you talking about that missionary? Yo, it's embarrassing, y'all. How the hell are people dropping rap albums at 55 years old? That really is telling us it is generations wiped out. It means to me, either y'all saying there was no talent produced in all those years, or y'all purposely letting us know y'all blackballed everybody, destroyed everybody, so only y'all saying people could make music and get all the money. Because that's what it looked like to me. So hopefully all y'all finally see that this whole industry always been controlled. So now think about every single person that believed in a lie that they was going to be a star, celebrity, moving to Hollywood, risking their life, all this shit, when the whole time it was always controlled. You was never going to be Will Smith because they wasn't going to let you be Will Smith. Huh? Guess who got played, y'all? Guess who got played? Chris Rock is a conservative, y'all. I already told you that. I already broke down the whole beginnings of this whole stuff. Any black celebrity that made a name for themselves in the 80s, early 90s, most likely they're Republicans. I'm not going through it again today. I said that to say when I wanted certain people to understand. Everybody is not in trouble. Everybody's not bad. But like I was telling the so-called people, most of your people that are respected, you consider them cornballs, you consider them nobody. But I wanted people to understand when I was stressing these facts that it's not all of these people in trouble. It's just the ones that were under a particular party. It's just the ones that were with a particular behavior. But when I say Chris Rock, he's red. Steve Harvey, red. All right? Floyd Mayweather, 50 Cent. They play a different role. But you will mostly see they work, stay out the way, work, stay out the way. None of these, like people like Chris Rock never wanted to prove to us that he was the smartest like Will. Chris Rock never said, hey, y'all, look at my family. Chris Rock got family. He never did that, y'all. So that's why I say we got to learn to give certain people they respect as an entertainer. Because when you saw Chris Rock, he an entertainer. He a comedian, a clown. Other than that, he just chilling. That's how all of them are supposed to be, y'all. All right? But then remember, it was some of them, they wasn't cool with that. They wanted the clout and the glory. Some people actually got that rush to know they got millions of people that bow down to them and worship them and love them. Even though, y'all, Red Table Talk was on Facebook, but like I said, that shit was monetized. When I told you they were playing roles on the internet, that's what I mean. When they was getting money off the internet. Him and his wife had like a $60 million deal, man. Yes, they had a $60 million media deal. And Red Table Talk was part of it. That's right. This is what I told y'all when I kept telling y'all family, they act in real life. They act all the time. They act. That's all they do. Thank you, Carol Walker. They act. Thank you, Carol Walker. Thank you very much. Like I said, they act. They act in real life. See, Denzel is acting in real life. He is not a damn preacher. He's doing the same exact thing he would do in the movie role. Shit. The movie said, in the script said in the movie, he goes into the church, he gets baptized, he becomes a preacher. He acts it out in real life. He's not a damn preacher, y'all. You know goddamn well they gotta be in him, and he had to have been doing that for years. No, but they're mighty funny. Soon as Denzel start getting accused of what? Being with you know who, this is what he does. So this is how we know what? It's not original. It's not real. No, this called when your ass get in trouble, bro, and your ass go to church. That's called straight up. Huh? What I say, when you're black, you have nowhere to run. Ain't that right, Denzel? That's right. Huh? Ain't that right? Even though y'all know Chris Rock and Will Smith had a history, today I shall salute all of y'all that said it was fake, that said it was staged. It was staged and it was fake, but it was a meaning behind it. The meaning was, after it was finished, it was over for all of their ass. That's what it meant. All right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's say when they wanted to crash Hollywood, when the powers that be knew for a fact that the writer strike was coming down, the actor strike was coming, they knew Harvey was in jail, when they knew it was a reset coming in this country, and they was not cutting no more checks to no actors. I think they used Will Smith and Chris Rock to set it off. That's what I think. That's what I think. Also, remember, this was not only to distract fans, this was also to distract actors, because guess what? This is the start of what ruined it for every Hollywood actor. Guess what? Every black actor, when they saw this really meant kiss your ass goodbye, because y'all guys ain't never get no more roles. That's really what that meant, y'all. That's really what that meant. I'm going to say Chris Rock, Will Smith was in cahoots with the Oscar people. They was in cahoots with Hollywood. They're the top Hollywood dogs. And I think it was a conspiracy to start the movement called the end of Hollywood. And I think they was the ones to set it off, y'all. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. Because they needed an excuse for the reset anyway. Then you're going to see, family, since Hollywood got shut down, you're going to see all these streaming apps came after that, because that's where the money's at, the streaming. And a lot of people in Hollywood was against streaming. The actors was against streaming. The writers was against it. The directors was against it, because they knew they were going to get paid less money. So they got smart. They created a what movement, a fake out. And what happened after that? Hollywood started crashing, because the plan was they was going to what? Netflix anyway. They was going to all these apps. I just got Sling. Yup, Sling is all right, y'all. I just got Sling yesterday. Sling is straight. Yup. So they turned all black celebrities into low-level content creators. I done peeped it out, y'all. You got the overworld, you got the I done peeped it out. When I was telling you about how they kick people off the TV, this is what they did, y'all. They created a world for the internet. We got the TV people and we got the internet people. All y'all with no more jobs, all of y'all that will never be on TV again, y'all jobs on the internet. Because we got merchant. Let me go back to the pyramid, y'all. I love it because it's so crystal clean to save me energy and give y'all time to see it. See, corporations, see, all I had to do is I do an update one, I put Netflix there, Hulu, all the rest of them. So this is what they did, y'all. It's about that. It's about those corporations. Remember that, right? Boom. So Will Smith, all celebrities, Shannon, all y'all ass owned by corporations. So this how we split the money up. This how we networking this thing now to get more money. Well, we got the overground. That's your TV. Ads, revenues, regular TV. Stephen A. Smith. Just throw names at you. Right? TV, ads. All you bastards that's kicked off TV, the rest of you that ain't never gonna see TV Hollywood again in your life, your job is to get those ads revenues on the low level tiers. Podcast, right? YouTube. We still needed all of y'all X names, because all y'all names got clout. All y'all names got money. But guess what? All of y'all old celebrities will be the corporate representatives of the corporate sponsors. Kekepalmer, you got a podcast. You're going to do these ads. Every one of y'all. Every last one of y'all. Because y'all are brands. But you are still under these corporations. So every black Hollywood celebrity, you have a name. But as of now, you shall work on the internet. Because what y'all didn't know is every last one of y'all that had a name and now off the TV, we're now using y'all for underground purposes. Keep the ads going, keep the revenue going. For no fame, don't get those ads. No, you give Shannon McDonald ads, you give them to other people. So these famous people are brand friendly. So what really happened is they actually kick certain people off for real. See, they created two tiers. Like I said, when I said Hollywood going back to what it was, there was no such thing as a lot of black people in Hollywood. That was not like that. And if they was there, they stayed in place. It's going back to that. This is what I'm watching, the line drawing. Real top A-list celebrities in their prime, TV. selling out arenas, commercials, public. Every last one of y'all else, to the day y'all die, you're going to be on this internet. And the reason why they're going to be on this internet, because the powers that be are smart, y'all. They knew. Every single celebrity with a name on this internet is a guaranteed, certified brand mover, brand attractor. I'll give it to you. Like months ago when I heard Ocho and Shannon on a podcast, they had Oscar Mayer commercials. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I would never get no shit like that. That's for them. So they're actually using these celebrities to what? Really keep the corporations going. Disguised as a show. No, it's not about the show. It's about them damn commercials. That's what make me different from them. See? When you pull up here, you get organic content. Other than them other people, they got responsibilities. They're under contracts. That's what I keep telling you that shit. They're under contracts, y'all. So they actually got to do content. Got to do content. But guess what? They also got to make up content. Because they got to work regardless. When I come on, this ain't no work. They got to watch what they say. Why? Sponsorships, y'all. This is why I've been telling you how your whole life been controlled. Because people that got certain sponsorships, they're not risking that shit to tell you the truth or none of that stuff. That's why they ain't going to give you no real content. They ain't going to curse. What I'm really trying to say is, when I say shots like this, I'm not Hollywood. All these people did was come on the internet with their same etiquette. You know how they said blacks and whites only? Hey, black people, black and white only. You know what they said? Colored people, y'all on the internet. You remember how they had two different bathrooms, two different water fountains? Well, y'all water fountain is the internet. That's it. Hopefully you're getting it clear. I gotta always put in race because some people don't get it. Y'all job, colored people. Y'all over there. Bathroom, water fountain, that's y'all. The internet. Remember that. That's y'all job for now till the day y'all die. They made a separation. Will Smith knows it. Because even Will Smith know he working on independent stuff because he know he's nothing but a streamer now. All right? So you got the proof now, but we just getting started. Everything started to collapse after this, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the lies, y'all. The Fresh Prince is telling fans he's got no Diddy dirty laundry. Because Will Smith says he's never been tight with the disgraced rap mogul. And we're going to try to inhale this for a minute. When I tell you these fools telling bold-faced lies, when I tell you these Negroes lie with no mercy, but Will Smith about 55, his old ass don't understand that his old ass lies don't work no more. You ain't seeing a pattern. Hopefully you can see that. I see it clear as day. I don't know what it is, y'all. You'll clearly see back then they would look. Y'all know how I keep stressing them guys born in the 60s and 60s, right? Will and all of them are the same age. Will, Jay-Z, Diddy. All these guys are 55, 56. Then after the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, I prove to y'all most of the rappers are 50. I said the 50th anniversary, it ain't just because of rap, it's also because all the rappers over 50. Then bigU died at 50. Yeah, y'all, a lot of stuff been taking place. Yeah. But you thought now y'all get it clear when I said what? To the day they die, they're going to be in character mode. Any more questions? You looking at selling your soul, y'all. Will Smith sold his soul 40 years ago, 30 years ago. Guess what? His ass going to perform to the day he died. That's why. This fool went from a top actor to dropping albums again. No, Will, you're washed up and you're trying to rebrand yourself. Will, black people don't love you no more and they don't love rap no more, fool. The actor-rapper took to the stage at Observatory North Park in San Diego Thursday, when during a break in the show, Smith addressed the sold-out crowd about all the memes trolls have made of him and Diddy. Ha, 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 ha. To prove to y'all, this is nothing but Will Smith trying to do damage control. This is nothing but Will Smith trying to get back good with the people. This is Will Smith trying to get the Diddy shit off him and trying to get that BASHIR shit off of him. It's really BASHIR, y'all. It's not Diddy. Remember what I said? Say, I keep telling you, they don't know we know what's up. Y'all didn't know they do that shit. Then I just talked about yesterday how Kanye went on that Pablo tour just to push his agenda. In a bang on Jay-Z, Will Smith doing the same thing. He got a fake ass show. It's not about the show, y'all. He's using this as an engine to clean up his image. Here's the proof. Will Smith could have let his infamous Oscar slap be a cinematic fade out with a career bruised, marriage dissected, and reputation in a free fall. But instead of retreating, he returned inward for self-reflection. What it say? In the process, Will Smith discovered a long-neglected creative outlet in music, using the mic as a vessel to voice his thoughts after years of prioritizing his Hollywood dominance. So now he wants to reflect on all the things he didn't do right. Stop it. Let's go. Here we go right here. Write it down, take a picture. The Fresh Prince is telling fans he's got no dirty Diddy laundry because Will Smith says he's never been tight with the disgraced rap mogul. The actor-rapper took to the stage in San Diego. He's campaigning. This is called a campaign, Will, on. A cleanup campaign. Let's go. At North Park in San Diego Thursday, when during a break in the show, he stopped. Smith addressed the sold-out crowd. Why? To address the memes trolls have made of him and Diddy. Family, when I keep telling you it's a hit on all they ask, I said it's a government hit. We also know that it is people in many different countries destroying their ass because I assume that it's a guy with a name. His name starts with the letter E. Yeah, they got money. They got money against them. The people that built hip-hop, the people that built it up are the people destroying it. They're doing a demolition. The demolition they're doing is called trolling them. When your image is your money, and it is people disrespecting your image 2 years straight, the disrespect starts to overweigh your cleanness. That's what happens. So like I said, Will Smith is in the algorithm now for more dirt than anything, y'all. And he knows this shit. He knows. That's why he's trying to come and clean himself up. I'm also going to bet, I already saw what he was doing. He got a project. He got some stuff coming too. Yeah. So, once again, they think people stupid, y'all. You got the proof right here. All right? He stopped the show because it's really about him talking. It ain't about no damn music. He has to campaign to get his name back right. Let's go. Watch the clip. Smith says it's hard to tell what's true or not in today's age. And the memes online are clearly causing a ton of confusion. See? You got the proof, y'all. When I say what? The internet undefeated. We all know this. These fools are getting destroyed so much on the internet. God damn it, Will Smith had to come out and say something and do something. He's trying to get in front of it, y'all, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work, y'all. Who up with your boy this morning? What's up, y'all? What's good? We live on the internet. March is always a dry month to me. I don't like March. March is always like this. This is no disrespect to all the Pisces, y'all good people, but March is always a dry month. March is always stale. It's long. It's always like that. Who up? All right, let's go. Will Smith makes it simple, saying, I don't have shit to do with Puffy. So y'all can stop all the memes. He said it at the show, y'all. What'd he say? Because we're going to cook Will today. Let's go. Will Smith makes it simple, saying, I don't have shit to do with Puffy. So y'all can stop all the memes. See that? Told you. They think people stupid, right? Let's go. They didn't want to comprehend that it's all over. These niggas kept thinking when they sell their soul, they get to dictate how it ends for them. It don't work like that. Smith adds he never been to a freak off. And he's got enough of his own drama without being dragged into someone else's drama. Sounding to me like somebody doing damage control, y'all. Uh-oh. Know what this mean? This mean this stuff is getting out of control. Will had to say something. Will had to come out. That's what it mean, y'all. You know in their world, they play the quiet role. So remember, Everybody's not Jayz. He the only one gonna play the quiet role. Odell got accused. Odell said something. Drewski got accused. Drewski said something. Only person that ain't say nothing, well, I ain't gonna say that. Let's go. Let's go. Will Smith said it's hard to tell what's true and not true. And the memes online are clearly causing a ton of confusion. No, it ain't confusion, bastard. It's clear as day. Will, we know what you did, bro. Will makes it simple saying, I don't have itch to do a Puffy. So y'all stop the memes. Will, if it's not real, Will, why are you addressing it, fool? No, Will. Mighty funny after Quincy Jones died. Now you got something to talk about. What else is the kicker? Let me also prove the link between Diddy and Will Smith, what a lot of them don't know, y'all. But what we know around here, Quincy Jones died within 24 hours of Diddy's birthday. Yep. Quincy Jones died within 24 hours of Diddy's birthday. You don't think Will Smith know that? Huh? When you can comprehend that, I already told you that Quincy Jones was over both of them, and both of them were under Quincy. In reality, in the industry, him and Diddy are goddamn cousins, y'all. They family. Straight up. They straight family. Straight up. Family. Don't say they family. Will was his family before, Will and Jay-Z was his family before any other rapper was created in 2000 and up. That's how far they go back. But see, they thought a lot of us would be dead and in jail, and we wouldn't know this. We wouldn't be able to speak about it. That's what they thought. When I told you these fools been rewriting history with what? Lies on the internet. So according to Will Smith, if we was all dead, he would rewrite history. What would he say if we was all dead, y'all? Well, what Will Smith would have said is, I don't know Diddy like that. He'd have said, what'd he say, y'all? If we was all dead, he would have tried to run with this narrative. I don't have shit to do with Puffy. So y'all stop the memes. All right, Will. You used to be famous, but you ain't no more. You used to be the man, but that was before. Guess what, Will? Nobody's buying your shit. Nobody cares. You and your wife are weirdos. Y'all turned your kids out, but you've been to Diddy parties, bitch. Let's go. Even though been exposed this already. Sam is that picture. Sam is that party. Sam is that party where Diddy been wilding out. Look at Bruce Willis. Then you'll see Bruce Willis had the same exact sickness as Wendy Williams. Then you'll peep that Wendy Williams, Bruce Willis was with who? Demi Moore. Demi Moore left him for who? Ashton Kutcher. Who was Diddy also with throughout the years and allegedly they were dating? Ashton Kutcher. Mighty funny. Bruce Smith, out of here. Well, you get it? Bruce Smith, Wendy Williams got the same exact thing, y'all. But these were all of the clues when I kept seeing Hollywood was over. Will, you're not only at the Diddy party. This ain't no Diddy party. This a goddamn freak-off party. And you got on your baby all colors. See what I kept telling you? When you lie, you lie, you lie, you forget you lie. No, they think they're magicians. They think they're warlocks. They think they work magic. I told you their magic don't work no more because their time is fucking up. They got exposed, y'all. They didn't know according to the scripture they were supposed to run and flee. Huh? It is no such thing in the scripture where the goddamn devil comes back to clean themselves up. There's no such thing as that. I've never in my life read any book, even a cartoon book, where the bad guy comes back and try to be good. Where the fuck you see that at? Never. But that's what Will Smith trying to do. Huh? After he promoted his freaky marriage. Because they all freaks. He's looking at Diddy's Johnson. He's looking at Diddy's Johnson. Mr. Never been to no freak off. Can somebody please smack the shit out of Will for real this time? All right? Liars. Liars. No, Will, you get plugged. Your wife put on strap-ons. Man, y'all freaks. It's okay, though. Why you gotta lie, Will? Why you gotta lie, Will? Stop. Question is, Will, Did you come out to do cleanup work because this smoke is getting close to you and you're being accused of ruining boys in the industry? Is that it? Well, I know what's going on. You don't never address nothing. Yeah. But since the game slowed down and you got projects, and every time you hit that Google engine, somehow these pictures keep coming up on your ass. Let's go. When I told you already it's a full campaign on these bastards. Here's the proof. When to this day, I don't know who's making this stuff, but I showed y'all, we all know it's from the same people. This shit been going on since 2023. This is how much they've been banging on their ass, and it's over. Will didn't do it. See, it's easy, family. They didn't do enough good content to top it. The only way you top bad content with good content. So when you're being flooded with bad news every day, it dominates the algorithm. Your name gets destroyed. Told you this warfare. Told you it was a hit. I'm telling y'all this shit from day one. When I said, family, it's over for Black Hollywood, this is why I've been telling y'all everybody's against Black Hollywood. When TD Jakes went through the same shit, he couldn't take it no more. He had to address it, call up YouTube. Will Smith dealing with it his way. He ain't call YouTube. He doing damage control on tour. They all being fucking destroyed, y'all. I'm not playing with you. You see it now. You see it. No. Will Smith tried to get in front of it. What Will Smith say, y'all? Even though he don't know, this make him look more worse. What'd he say? I don't have shit to do with Puffy. So y'all can stop all the memes. I've never been to a freak off. And he's got his own drama to deal with. Here's the proof. Any more questions about these lions? See I'm looking at Diddy meat? All right then, pervert. Hold up. Jada looking too. There's Jada. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, we got both of them right here. I think Diddy said, y'all want some of this? Y'all want some of this? Yo. Let me clear up my screen. Jada and Will looking at Diddy like they about to get busy. So what Gene told you, I believe Gene. Bingo. Bingo. You see it clear as day. Perverts. Told you they swingers. They go both ways, y'all. Jada go both ways because she get plowed and she does the plowing. That's right. All right, so let's go. You don't believe this a joke? Told you, man, these people being slandered all around the world, man. Black entertainment is a joke, y'all. Let me show y'all Ireland somewhere. All right? Let me show y'all all the media that's not controlled. You should be mad and pissed knowing that all your media been controlled your whole life and you've been in a fake-ass world. As of now, all you got to know is, this truth is, what's so sad, everybody else know more about what's going on right now than the people that's caught up in the game. You was raised off hip-hop and acting, right? You was raised up on black entertainment, but the truth is, everybody else around the world know more about black entertainment than you know right now as we speak, yup. They know right now more than you know. Let's go. Inside Diddy's freak-off parties, as pictures emerge of rapper alongside A-listers. Sean Diddy Combs is facing serious sex trafficking charges after he allegedly forced women into elaborate produced sex performances. So like I said, in the black nasty world, it's normal shit. It's going to go away. But I'm going to keep showing you around the world, every country, every race, every creed, everybody is talking about it. And they're exposing it. They're exposing it more than me, you, everybody else. They're exposing it more than any conspiracy theorist. And you're going to see all the black people are staying away from it. That's what makes it so bad. I'm also giving you the proof it's a campaign. Irish star, Diddy, Will Smith. Where the fuck you think I got the article from? Huh? Because I told you everybody around the world is covering this. I'm not trying to step on toes. I'm not trying to crush our faith. I'm just trying to tell you the truth of what's happening. All right? News that ain't on TV. That's all it is. But it's the truth because everybody, you see it, right? Hey, black media outlets, I have nothing against y'all. I'm just trying to show y'all Y'all being exposed, y'all. Y'all being exposed as fake media people because you don't cover all media. You're being exposed as people in a pyramid that's giving selective news. When you always call white people culture vultures, right? Well, why are the white people breaking down this whole hip-hop entertainment thing more than black people then? No, y'all. What they say? World population control. Why? The world knows about this shit. What it say about that? About a corporation. World resource. But you didn't have no clue that in the new world order, when things got reordered, everybody's going to turn against a certain person. That's what happened. What I say about turn against a certain person, I'm talking about people with that certain behavior. The truth is, y'all, what I'm really trying to tell y'all, these were the fake black people the whole time. These were the fake black people that represented the real black people that made the real black people look bad to this day. It was they ass that did it, y'all. These fake black people. Real black people was raised a certain way in their household, principles, morals, pride, dignity, respectable religions. But all these fools moved to Hollywood, aka Babylon, and they became new people. A lot of people took oaths to be other people, and they're not who you think they are. So my point is, y'all, when I kept telling y'all they created a whole nother black person years ago, let me show you the proof. Jade and Will are not normal people, y'all. They're not a black family. Everybody black in this country that took an oath, they ass is other things than just, they're not just black. You get it? They're Greeks, they're all that other shit too. Not here to diss nobody, y'all, but I gotta keep telling y'all that shit is out the bag now, y'all. It's exposed. It's exposed. Because you know what we see now? We see that when it's all said and done, they left with nothing but embarrassment. Because what else? Will Smith still don't know his real culture. He still don't know shit. Let's go. Why am I saying that? See the Irish? The world knows the truth. They know the truth about you from front to back, and you still don't know the truth about you yet. Shout out to the people from the UK. Shout out to people overseas. So Will Smith telling people what I said. They only are concerned with keeping their black fans. I said they all are lying to black fans because they know black people are slick. I said that only they are out here. The reason why they all stood out here, they got to get the money they can get. They trying to still stay relevant, but they all are lying in black people's face because they all want you to think it's Diddy. Meanwhile, this nigga told a bold-faced lie, and this nigga got exposed by somebody from fucking Ireland. So let's ask who's dumb. So you mean to tell me people in Europe are more smarter than people here now? So you mean to tell me you don't know what's going on with this Black Hollywood thing? And somebody in Europe know. Let's go. All right. Guess what else? Y'all know that they said Diana Ross brought some kids to a Diddy party. Let's go. Rapper Sean Diddy Combs was snapped enjoying a meal off a woman. This is the one we looked at where Diddy was eating that food off that woman. They was doing the ritual. That's right. Straight freak off. Will at a straight freak off. Star-studded 2004 freak off party, which also saw the likes of Will Smith and Bruce Willis in attendance. In the recently unearthed pictures from the Miami Bash, the hip-hop icon is seen savoring a chocolate-dipped strawberry from the woman who appears to be serving as the centerpiece of a food display. Other high-profile guests include music icon Diana Ross and Hollywood actor Owen Wilson. Following Diddy's arrest last week, he was accused of coercing women into elaborate produced sex performances referred to as freak-offs. All right? You got the proof. When I kept saying family, it is so many of them out here. You got people that was there back then that you forgot about, and that's it. You got the proof. Will Smith is a liar, y'all. You got the proof. He's at a freak-off. This is a freak-off. Plus, Diddy had many freak-offs. This freak-off is really the celebration of Bacchus. That's right. That's what this is. This is the one they throw for the spring, the real one. Other than that, he had private freak-off parties. He also had a freak-off party called the King's Night. He had different parties, different events. But this was the yearly ritual. All right? You see Will there, right? Okay. Now you got the proof. He lied his ass off. Bruce Willis, he's a gump now, y'all. He can't talk. So, all this shit caught up to Will, y'all. He had to answer up. He had to answer up. He had to answer up. Because he knows if he don't get in front of this, next his ass gonna be on charges. Because while Will Smith gotta be scared, BASHIR walks around every day. BASHIR hit that live button every day, and everybody knows and assumes that Will Smith and Diddy did that to BASHIR. So that's why Will Smith said what he said. Let's go back. If the BASHIR stuff wasn't real or had no merit, why did Will Smith address it? Why did he address it? The Fresh Prince is telling fans he's got no Diddy dirty laundry. All right? Y'all see the lies. Let's go to the real. Let's go back to this part. Hold up. I'm going to go to that part where Will talking smack. Who up this morning? Hold up, y'all. We up. Oh, let me see up here. What's up, Laura Stoner? What's up, Miss Bryant? What's up, Britt Pratt? What's up, y'all? Who up here? You up? All right, hold up. Hold up. The boss, Ross, is a pastor. She announced it at a concert 3/1/20. The boss, Ross. Who is that? I don't know what that is. All right, let's go back to it. Matter of fact, we ain't going to talk. Let's just go. Because this is what Will trying to stop right here, man. This stuff out of control now, y'all. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Giving y'all the pictures of the campaign against their ass. Every day. It's not stopping, y'all. This is why Will had to address it. Thank you very much, Anna. This is why Will had to address it, y'all. Because he been getting destroyed. That's right. You put in Will Smith, that's all you got to do. All you got to do, put Will Smith Diddy. Diddy Will Smith. We be surprised what come up, y'all. This is why Will Smith had to come out of retirement to make a gospel album to try to clean his image up, y'all. The dirty celebrities only do gospel to clean their image up. Because they think blacks are stupid, and they also think black people still wrapped up in the church. Will, that don't work no more, Will. So stop. Stop it, Will. Stop it, Will. Let's go. All right? This is why Will had to pop out, y'all. It's out of control. Like I said, I don't know how to do this stuff. We don't know how to do it. This stuff is coming from overseas and everywhere else. It is a campaign against them, y'all. Yep. Out there, they got people in African mountains, all that. Elon done paid people in South Africa, all that. Yep. TD Jakes did the homework. This stuff being made in South Africa, Pakistan, I think they said Brazil. All this stuff is being made out the country, y'all. Yep, all AI made. Which means what? It's a hit. No person. All right? So, you said that what? You ain't been to Diddy parties. Here's the proof. Liar, you had a freak off. And you lusting off Diddy. And I know what Diddy did. Guess what, Will? I know Diddy plowed your ass. He don't get plowed. You got plowed. That's what happened. Didn't approve it. Now you get it, right? Will Smith is a certified meat watcher. Certified. Certified meat watcher, y'all. Certified. You got the proof. You want some of this? What did he say? Y'all want some of this? Y'all want some of this? I got y'all later. No, what's going to happen is Diddy going to smash the hell out of Jada and Will going to watch because he's a meat watcher. That's right. Let's go. Told you they all nasty freaks, but you got to be freaky to get them 100 millions in this country. No such thing as you being black and rich without being freaky. Something like that. Well, I say this. If your money is earned, you're straight. But if they give you a lot of money, you're going to be freaky for that money. That's right. Because the ones that give you the money, they freaks. The ones that run Hollywood, they freaks. The ones that run the banks, they freaks. The ones that run that whole culture of Babylon is freaks. That's right. And they deal with that Baal worship. They freaks. And you get down with their country, you get down with their movement, you're going to be a freak too to get that money. Because they merchants and they don't play no games. You're going to get down for that crown. They'll buy your ass. They'll buy your mouth. We're going to have it. You want the millions, right? Will, you know what time it is because Quincy broke your ass in. The thing is, question is, Will, did you do that to BASHIR? Why this guy from Empire is missing? Why was he supposed to be the next Fresh Prince and you saw him and hated on his ass? Let me find out, Will, you ruined him because you knew he was supposed to be the new Will Smith of his generation. And you said that ain't going to happen. Mighty funny, Will. Your manager by the name of Charlie, something like that, Charlie Mack. Somehow your manager was his manager. Somehow, same manager, Meek Mill. Here's the proof, Philly. Will Smith is pink. Meek Mill is pink. BASHIR is pink, Philly, because Philly means brotherly love. When they play football, they do this thing called brotherly shove. Push each other on the ass. Secret jokes of America. Go find the real history of Philadelphia. Then ask yourself, why did they make a movie about HIV and gay sex? And it was called what? Philadelphia. When I tell y'all one day you're going to learn about these cities, you're going to wish you never shouted these cities out when you find out the truth about these cities. They took you off the plantation. Your new plantation became Philly. Your new plantation became New York City. Whatever the fuck you want to say. That's your meaning you're not going nowhere. You're going to work your ass off there. You're going to die there. That's your plantation, Philly. All right? That's right. Let's go. See that? Somebody got played, y'all. Somebody been lying. So when I said a lot of people knew that Hollywood was going to crash, I think Will and Chris Rock was selected to crash it. Even though y'all all knew they had history throughout the years. Y'all all knew that. All of y'all knew that. But people didn't put it together. That what? They ain't had no real beef like that. That shit was fugazi. That shit was fugazi. You feel me? That shit was fake. That was fake. But you know who they really scammed out, y'all? They scammed out all the black actors. That's what happened. When they did that, it made it bad for the black actors. So the black actors already wasn't getting no more jobs because Weinstein was in jail. Then when they did that, that really put the end of black entertainment. And you will see Taraji P was the next hottest thing. She got shut down. Tiffany had it shut down. All of their ass shut down. All right? Chad Boswick, Black Panther, his ass, he dead. He was the next actor in line. He dead. People ain't peeped that. I told you I've been watching this thing die. When the celebrities started dying, I knew that meant no new growth, which meant no new talent. So it's not a coincidence, y'all. Everybody you're looking at is over 50, going on 50, going on 60 because it's the end of you guys' rope. You guys are now worshiping your future senior citizens. But when Chris Rock was in a movie called CB4, it showed when it was all said and done, all the rappers were in the nursing home and they still was rappers. It's in the movie CB4. Just so happened Chris Rock is in the damn movie. And that is also where I got my assumption that rappers, entertainers will be characters to the day they die. All right? That's why they can't get out. See that? You getting it now? Are you seeing the connection? This is why Will had to say something, y'all, because they got out of control. He had to say something. It got out of control. All right? I'm going to keep showing y'all. It ain't going to stop. And it's over. And what else? Everybody believes it. Everybody else believes. Everybody that had nothing to do with this black culture, they don't even know nothing about it. They believe all of this stuff. So why y'all don't comprehend this shit that this is a real movie? Meaning, if you didn't know none of this stuff, you are just now hearing about this stuff Will Smith been doing all these years. You are just now hearing about this stuff. Wow, this is interesting. You mean to tell me they did that to that boy? This is why I told y'all this is the biggest news. So that's why Will knows it. When I kept saying, the biggest secret to cover up, don't let the blacks know. Don't let the black people know that all of their people are being accused of being nasty people and their careers over with. Don't let them know their celebrities are being destroyed, because then they're going to get a hint that they next up the bat. Yeah, it's all of them. It's their neighborhoods. It's the music they love, the people they look up to. It's all of them. We're wiping them out of history just like the Egyptians and everybody else. The Greeks, everybody else. Everybody that became history, you guys are next. Ask the Cherokee. Ask the Choctaw. Ask the Navajos. Ask the Aztecs. Ask the Mayans. Ask the Tainos. You just didn't happen to be, you just never thought it would be you, did you? You forgot America is the home where people in a nation or their culture somehow ends up extinct. You didn't get that yet. Okay. You watching it now. You watching it now. It's not a joke. But guess what? You got choices. When you let go of two things, you're free. When I let go of them two things, been free ever since. When I kept telling you the hint on what's your handcuffs, what's your prison, and why you can't get nowhere and why you can't get out, I ain't gonna keep telling you. This is the end of Hollywood. Breaking news. This is the end of Hollywood. Bingo. Even though I told you 2 years ago, here's the proof. Meanwhile, we don't know who's making those memes. Ask yourself, why did somebody say this is the end of Hollywood? Denzel on the cover, Denzel and Diddy. No, when Denzel kept seeing this, his ass had to go what? Clean his ass up. Him and Will Smith did the same exact thing. Why? They being accused of the same thing, of doing the same exact thing. Now you see why your people sleep? Now you see why your people sleep? Before all this shit happened, I did a video saying the last black kings. And I said, y'all, 2021, one of my first videos, I said there will never be another Denzel in the acting field of greatness. It will never be another Jay-Z. It will never be another Diddy. I said all this stuff before I even thought they would be in trouble, knew that before any of this stuff. It was just something that I saw. I kept watching for new talent, but nobody was being produced. So I said, man, all these young boys dying, all this stuff, black boy. I'm like, yo, this game dying, man. I was like, yo, the game cannot prosper if nobody is new. Then I kept seeing them bringing out knockoff talent, Snowfall, European talent, all this stuff. I'm like, yo, nah, this shit dying, y'all. That's not peak. The only ones they really care about is the ones that got a name, that generate money. All that new acting stuff, goodbye. I got a question. Did you guys see that guy Franklin from Snowfall yet? No, because his ass only used for Snowfall. He ain't getting no more real roles. So I was trying to tell y'all, no more real roles for y'all. That's it. We wiping y'all out. They taking Hollywood and all this stuff back to where y'all were it was just a few of y'all. A few of y'all selected. That's it. No. We let all that stuff go on because y'all guys had 8 years. So we gave y'all the black experience and we crowned it. The thing is, somehow that crown got knocked off and is being spit on and stepped on right now as we speak. So when I tell you the biggest embarrassment is, how the hell was you guys praised around the world? Your music is played in countries that don't speak English. Everybody and their mother watching your movies. Everybody and their mother following your style and trend. But you thought those same people was going to turn their head, act like this shit ain't happened. No, that's you. All right? I'm only saying that. So everybody will get through their head and go on with their life focus. Meaning, yeah, I got entertainment. Yeah, but at least I know that shit ain't real. And that shit ain't my damn culture. That shit ain't me neither. And when I go outside, I don't represent that shit. That's why I told you little shit like, yo, turn your music down. I'm not playing with y'all. Jose? No. All right. Let's listen to Will Smith lies, y'all. I've taken the last couple of years to really do a deep dive on the parts of me that may or may not be in that level of certainty. See, this is these bastards always trying to speak smart, trying to use all these words to talk smart, trying to use words to talk smart and educated. That's how he trick you to think he's smarter than your dumb ass. This what made him use these tactics that him and his wife use because they think that their fans are dumb. So let's listen to Will sell out of nothing. All right? Talking about he took a deep dive. Let's go. I've taken the last couple of years to really do a deep dive on the parts of me that may or may not been in that level of certainty and asking those deep, scary internal questions, said Smith, an Oscar and Grammy winner who will release his 5th studio album based on a true story. His 5th studio album at 55 years old. It's the first music project in 2 decades since Lost and Found. Why is Will rapping? Career over with. That's why. That's why. Why is Will Smith doing an album? Trying to clean his image up. That's why. It really is the result of my initial self. He's saying this is a self-examination. Every song is about some part of myself that I discovered or wanted to explore. Something I wanted to share. It's the most full musical offering that I've ever created. Man, Will, shut the hell up. Will, all you trying to do is get this baby all off you, bro. Stop it. All right? Nobody's listening. Nobody's buying it, Will. So stop your shit. Then again, Philly gonna buy it. I think Philly buy anything that come out of Philly. They buy anything from Philly. They even bought a fake-ass Rocky statue. Yeah, Philly gonna buy that shit. That's right. No, it ain't that. They just oppressed Philly so long, for so many years, kept Philly so poor, messed up. Philly look up to any hero, man. They made it where Philly be happy for anybody that make it. That's about it. I know what they did. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. Will full of shit. Will have freak offs. Will trying to get that dirt off him, y'all. Will trying to get that dirt off his ass. That's about it. Will trying to get that freaky stench off. He trying to get the doodle stains off, y'all. That's right. That man is a certified meat watcher. And the world knows it too. Guess what, Will? You didn't know we've been decoding this shit. What I said months ago, family, I said these are government leaks. I kept saying, yo, they're trying to tell us something. They're trying to tell us something. They're trying to tell us something. So when you see him at a freak off looking at Diddy's meat, they trying to tell us something. They're trying to tell us something. Diddy plugged his ass that night. Told you, man. It's all in the jokes. Same thing with Jay-Z. Same thing with LeBron James. Same thing with TD Jakes. Just keep going. No, y'all, I get it clear as day. I know what happened. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Now let me show y'all something else to prove something to y'all. Where this shit at? Hold up. We're going to look at this right here. Check this out, y'all. Now, everybody in this video, everybody that's live, holler me in the chat. Be honest, be fast, be swift. What you see in this picture right here? What's your assumption? What's your perspective? What do you get out of this picture right here after the slap? Let's go. Holler at me. Staged. It worked. Good job. Goofy work. It was staged. They are laughing. Good job, punches. A+. That's right. They laughing, bro. You got it clear as day. They laughing. So what I kept telling y'all, now you got, when we watched it in live TV, you watch on your phone, you don't get it. Now look, after the slap, not only is Chris laughing, Will Smith laughing too. What did I tell you, family? They act in real life. Told you, man. Told you. The only time they're not actors is when you catch them on some regular shit. Like you catch them coming out of the house and they ain't wash their ass. That's the only time they ain't actors. When they on their real shit. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they always in actor mode. Being fake, actor mode. Always acting. That's what they do, y'all. See that? See them laughing? All right then, laughing. They used these two black guys to ruin Black Hollywood. That's what they did. That's what they did. You guys are at the top of the black pyramid in Hollywood. You guys right there. Chris Rock, Will Smith. So we're going to use y'all to dethrone black entertainment. Because y'all going to sign up to be the embarrassment. And after the embarrassment, we got an excuse. Because when Will Smith mess up the bag, we definitely ain't giving no bag to no goddamn Taraji P. Nah. Especially when Harvey Weinstein in jail. Y'all finished. They used them to set it off, y'all. Reason why I know, because I've been covering this. Right after this, the strike happened. After this, it went bad for people. After this, I ran and did a video called Hollywood Collapsing. Yes, I did. That video here right now, that video about 5 hours. Yeah. Yep. You got the proof now, y'all. So this is what I meant. You've been living in a fake world, a fake reality. You know about this being fake, but guess what? Man, they've been doing this shit our whole life. Even to the point where I pulled up old Martin Luther King stuff where they were staging those racist events. They would have the black people go in the store first, sit, get ready to get the plate and the food put on their head. They would have a white crowd go come in there and talk shit. But they didn't know, right? One of the footages where they showed the black people getting ready for the racist scene, because they were staging racist scenes. They showed the black people at the counter laughing and joking, smiling, laughing and smiling. But that's how I decoded the black and white picture. Yo, that shit staged. This showed y'all the stage marches where they had like one particular part where the police beating up one man. But I proved all that shit was staged. Yes. Because they've been doing this shit. So like I said, if they did this shit in our time, can you imagine how much shit they got away with black and white TVs? Can you imagine how much shit they got away with when our family members were watching them small ass 13-inch TVs, 19-inch old ass bullshit ass TV with fucked up color? They were tricking the hell out of our people, y'all. When I tell you that this goddamn, when I kept telling you we in a fake world, the fake world you believe and accept it comes through the fucking television, man. But they knew you didn't watch TV. They just changed the TV to your cell phone. That's it, y'all. Either way, we will always finesse y'all with entertainment. Here's the proof. All right? The proof of this is your whole life been a lie. Your whole life been bullshit. The difference is I went back into my life and deciphered what was real and what was fake. That's what you got to do. So I tell your life fake, but guess what? I already did it, y'all. I've been proving my life was fake. Hold up. When it dissected my whole shit. That's how I was able to put all this together. Your life fake, y'all. So this is how it worked. If you got tricked by this, imagine how much other stuff in your life you got tricked with that you don't even know about. That's how this shit works. Yup. I tell you, been in a fake world. The world we in so fake, this fool been to Diddy parties to look us dead in our face, say he never been to Diddy parties. And guess what? Motherfuckers will believe it. Because they lost. And we in a fake world. We're in a fake world where people believe the real. No, they don't. They believe the fake. Will said it. Look what Will said. Smith said, it's hard to tell what's true or not in today's age, and the memes online are clearly causing a ton of confusion. No, they're not. It's hard to tell what's true or what's not in today's age because you guys have dealt with so much lies and confusion. Will, you also know it's a script that says one day you will take darkness for light, light for darkness, up for down, down for up. You already knew that. It's called confusion. It's called Babylon, fool. You already knew that. So you knew we was in a world of confusion because you the guys that helped start the confusion. Huh? You the one that helped start the confusion. So being that people got smart on this internet while you were home jerking off with your bald-head wife, nobody believes your shit, Will. Because we also know you was down with Scientology, fool. But being that the Church of Scientology is under fire and Tom Cruise running overseas, you guys are black and you have nowhere to go. You only made it because Black Hollywood fed you guys. Now they don't need you. Now you're getting exposed around the world, Will. So, Will, you call up the Irish Star and you tell those Irish people that you ain't been to Diddy parties because they ain't buying that shit. You can try to tell your whack-ass rap fans and your want to be whatever. But the truth is, you got to make calls overseas, idiot. They don't believe this shit. Actually, Will, they the ones put you on blast, dummy. You will never see nobody from Black Entertainment put them on blast. Shout out to the smart asses. Let's go. I'm not here to destroy Black Entertainment. I don't want it dead. I know a lot of y'all probably think your money gonna be messed up, or it's not about that. All this shit means is you have to step up your content. That's all it means. And to be honest with you, I'll keep it real. A lot of the celebrities now are corny. Why? Because they're conservative. That's why. Yes, y'all. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Remember, see, when I was breaking down, it's a regime change and they all political. The truth is, all the conservative celebrities, they're boring. All the celebrities you like, because they're wild as hell, they with their other party, and they can do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the other party, I'll give you a clue. When you down the other party, you're going to get Megan on stage perking. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? You with the other party, you're going to get some fun shenanigans. But when it's conservative, shit gets boring, y'all. That's why I was telling you. Conservative means boring. Doing the right thing means boring. Stacking money, getting money is boring, y'all. Staying out of trouble is boring. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Now you see, right? All right, let's go. We ain't finished yet. Now you got to prove that Will is a liar. What he say? Those memes ain't real. No, Will, the memes ain't real, but the memes are coded. The code within the meme is you're a Geppetto. The code within the meme is you're an RAPEist. You're an abuser, Will. That is the part of the video or the memes that's the truth. Or should I say, that's the real part, allegedly. No. We know the memes ain't real, fool, but we know the memes are giving us messages. Because what? I decode this internet shit. Will, you got to tell them to stop making these memes. Don't tell the crowd with a fake-ass gospel album. You got to put some money up, and you got to track who making these videos, Will, because they're not stopping. Will, did you know you can do a concert with 20,000? Did somebody put this video out and get 100,000? Guess what? That concert means nothing. Yup. You guys are being destroyed by tech. It's called Star Wars. It's called Star Wars being used by satellites and 5G technology, also being played out on what? Technological devices around the world, nonstop. That's why I say you guys old methods of dealing with stuff, it don't work no more. All right? For every lie you tell, guess what, Will? It's a million people telling the truth. What I say, they're only concerned with their black fans because they understand they got a lot of black fans to their face. Why? They've been doing it their whole life. They're only concerned with the embarrassment of the black people. They don't care if white people know they're bisexual. They don't want them black people to know that. That's what the whole baby oil cover-up is about. That's what the whole thing is about, y'all. All right? So, Smith said the adversity not only tested him, but fueled his creativity. Let's look at Will trying to be smart with his dumb ass. He think he's smart, y'all. He used big words on purpose. There's a certain psychological and emotional fortitude that you cultivate from. Learning into the difficult, not trying to run away, said Smith, who added the sought to build spiritual confidence inspired by the resilience of his late grandmother. Use his grandmother as an excuse. His grandmother and Nelson Mandela was his motivation. His grandmother and Nelson Mandela. Why? The only blackness that Will Smith has is Nelson Mandela. And Nelson Mandela, he was a puppet too. I've never in my life heard a nigga say Nelson Mandela. Fool. Even Africans don't claim Nelson Mandela. I've never heard that. Here's the proof. Will Smith said he was inspired by his grandmother and Nelson Mandela to do this gospel stuff. What up, Wax? What's up, bro? This fool told he ain't say he read a certain book. He said he got inspired by Nelson Mandela, y'all. This fool need to stop his BS. Let's go back to Will lying. Man, somebody need to smack the shit out of Will. Smith said, look, hold up. Salute, Wax. Wax dog up here. What's good? Check it out. These influences became pillars as Smith explored himself more deeply. Sound like he been jerking off, touching on himself. The way his grandmother and Mandela, man, I'm not reading this shit. Will, you ain't never said nothing about your grandmother, fool. Man, fool, you would never said nothing about your grandmother. Because if you had a grandmother, fool, you would have never been accused of doing that stuff with Quincy Jones. Because if you had a real grandmother, she wouldn't approve of that. Will, stop this shit. I ain't reading that shit. Let's go. Man, Will, this is who you are right here. All right, we ain't got time to play with y'all. Let's go. Let's go, Will. What Denzel said about these fools? This is the end of Hollywood. No. Will and Denzel are the same people. What they didn't understand was the corporation that ran Hollywood stuck it to their ass. Once you won the Diddy parties, guess what, Denzel? You might have used to get 20 million, 10 million. Now you only going to get 2 million a movie. Swipe. They also used that to crash their stocks. Anybody at a Diddy party, anybody Diddy allegations, you shall now get lower wages. You have no more bargaining chips. You have no more room for negotiations. You guys are all dirty. They ruined their brands, y'all. That's part of what they did. Yup. Same thing they did with Jay-Z. He worth money, but they messed up his brand with that news. You know what that mean? He's not getting no more new money. Here's the proof. What up, Sister T? This fool was getting paid 20, 30 million a movie, y'all. He's now making a damn album. What does that tell y'all? No, he's trying to fake to his fans like he's straight. I'm good. I'm about to do it. No, nigga. You're trying to do a lot. You're trying to clean yourself up from this news. You're trying to gain you some fans, make you a couple dollars, and you all are media whores. You want fame and clout because you've been away for a while, and y'all can't take it. That's what happened. All right? Meanwhile, Will, look what they been doing on you, fool. Let's go. All right? Because if anybody been with Diddy, it's you and another guy. Y'all been around this man since 1997. Let's go. 1997. Why are we talking about these guys? Because they all together and they all playing the same exact role. Now you see it? You see it. You've seen everybody accused of Diddy parties try to play this role of, I didn't do nothing. I didn't go to Diddy parties like that. Well, LeBron said, y'all, he said, if I really wanted to, I can put Diddy under the jail. I could tell a whole lot if I wanted to. And somebody said, LeBron, are you telling on yourself? All right. So you got the proof, y'all. What proof you have? It's not about what they did. It's not about none of that. They have never gotten this much disrespect to their name, y'all. Once again, let's break it down normal. You're a regular person. You work your job. Okay, you got neighbors. You got all these different. Okay, a lie gets out. Your neighbor heard the lie. It's a straight lie, but your neighbor heard about it. Somebody said something about you, and the people in your church start talking about it. And all they were talking about how you played a role or you don't drink, but they found out you was at a party, got so drunk, pissed on yourself, threw up, and everything. And they in the church talking about it. That's normal stuff, right? All right. That's going on with them. Normal stuff. What? LeBron, you've been to Diddy parties, multiple parties. Jay-Z, you've been around Diddy 30 years. Basic shit. Boom. Because now you're seeing what we spoke about yesterday. Well, the main thing we spoke about yesterday, how nobody wants to claim Diddy. So what have we been watching these past months? Everybody doing damage control. What did I say about Will Smith? Don't worry, he's going to get his day, y'all. I said it about every last one of them. Before all this shit happened, what I said about Jay, he's going to get his day. Oh, I said, all don't want to get their day. But Will was ducking. Now you seeing Will getting his day, y'all. His ass had to come out to clean this shit up. Will Smith don't want to go to jail, y'all. But guess what? The facts are Will Smith can come out on tape. It's a high level of him being on tape. No, it's not about him on tape, y'all. They all got dealt with. All you got to know is, you know who the diddler, right? Let's look at this proof, y'all. Hold up. You know who the diddler is. You know what he does. We know the baby all stories. We have no proof what happened, meaning we don't know if Diddy recorded this fool that night. I'm not stupid. I know Will got recorded that night. I know he got recorded that night because that fool Diddy had cameras everywhere. Let me prove it to you again what I've been proving throughout the months. Diddy not only had secret cameras, he kept a camera crew. Sometimes he wore cameras. Look at this picture. You will clearly see somebody's taking a picture. Then what else you going to see? Well, you will have to understand and know that after somebody took the picture, pictures created. Diddy says, let me see the pictures. He looks at the pictures. This gets posted on the internet, which means what? Diddy approved the picture. What a picture did he approve of? Will Smith looking at his meat, his Johnson. He approved it. Same way he approved a picture with him and rickross. Same way he approved a picture with him and Nelly. These pictures are approved, taken strategically. The same thing I showed you with Gladys Knight and her brothers. They do it on purpose because you know with pictures, you have the right to say whether you want to use this one, that one. No, all of these were on purpose, y'all. You're looking at Jada and Will gazing on Diddy before you know what at a freak off. The freak off is where they do everything at. The drugs, the sex, the orgies, everything. I'm willing to bet that night he screwed her too. When you watch the particular specials, they show you. The man who's in charge of the freak offs, he can sleep with your wife, all of that. But when you peep their swingers, they both slept with Diddy that night. All right? So, now you're starting to see it's getting close to home, y'all. Yeah. So that's why Will, he's trying to portray this gospel image. But now let's look at how they all together, which you already know that. So, coincidence, for those who don't get it. All your top celebrities, top of the top. Who was the top black actor for decades? Will Smith. Is Will Smith not in trouble? Yep. All right, for those who slow. Who else was one of your top actors? Denzel Washington. Is Denzel not in trouble? Yes, he is. That's why he had to do what? Clean himself up. Clean up his image before he lose all his old fans. Is that a coincidence? Your two top black actors for 2 decades, facts. Is it a coincidence they both in trouble? Then your top black preacher, T.D. Jakes, in trouble. Nobody's over T.D. Jakes in this country. He's in trouble. You still think it's a coincidence? The biggest gangbanger in the country, bigU, his ass got taken down. You think that's a coincidence? All right, then. No, it's all coming together, y'all. Because now let me speed it up to the real world. I'm going to get back to this. Let's go back into what I told you was happening every day because it's a campaign against everybody. All right? Remember what I said, right? Let's go. Huh? Didn't I tell you it's warfare? Didn't I tell you they got it set up? All your people going down? All these people going down. When I kept talking about it's a government hit on your community and everybody's getting slayed, here's the proof. Kept showing y'all this was going to happen. No. Everybody you see getting snatched, you will never see their ass again. When I told y'all it's a campaign on everything under this particular way of life, I'm going to keep giving y'all this proof, y'all. This is going on every day. Crawford County Sheriff of Office arrests woman 50 for fentanyl. They pulling people over. They running down on everybody, and that's what's happening. Showing y'all full campaign war against anybody dealing with illegal activity and not supposed to be in this country. ICE arrests 370 in 6 days in one state, Massachusetts. Crackdown on transitional organized crime and gangs. Because y'all don't get the part that some of them people came in this country were only here to sell drugs in your neighborhood. The drug of choice they came here to sell was fentanyl. All right? Fetty. No. They knew exactly where the people that were here selling it, and they also knew where to go get their ass. They faked us out with a lot of the migrants here to live a better life. That's some of them, but a lot of them were here because they were here to be drug dealers, y'all. When you can see this shit they did, people in your neighborhood not from here, selling stuff they know for a fact will take y'all out. Now let's go back to anybody from day one on this channel. I got to look in the chat. Latasha Jordan, you one of them. Punches, you one of them. Do y'all remember 3 years ago when I was doing a live and that Spanish dude came on the live? He said, that's why we're going to slay all of y'all and we're going to sell all y'all people fatty. He said that on my live, 2021. And I be damned if that shit ain't happen. You know why? Because I've been knew he knew what I didn't know, and I've been knew what he was saying, where it was coming from. It is also when I first started to peep government and undercover agent officials on this internet, it started that I noticed it about 2021. Then this same guy, right? This is why I don't let people on my platform. Let him on the platform. He tried to turn his camera on and point a gun at the camera. He did it. Yes, he did. But you know what he was showing? He hated black people. He hated black people. He said, that's why we're going to sell all y'all people fatty and all y'all going to die. That was 2021, y'all. That was before the fatty crisis took off. And I'm telling y'all, man, been knew this stuff. Now it's playing out. But what that guy was saying, we actually going to also sell it to y'all. What you looking at? What I said? I said the connects, the plugs, the cartels are gonna snitch on all the black people. Why? The cartels are gonna get shipped back home out the country. You're going to jail for life and getting a death penalty. So I want to tell you clear, they use the migrants to help destroy y'all and your neighborhood because they were the plugs. That's right. Diddy Circle is behind this. What are we looking at? More secret jokes that I've been able to decode. I only been able to decode this because I've already been talking about this and I know the game. So now I'm going to give y'all all a clue. We're all going to look into how we get the clues. But after this right here, you're going to learn how to decode it because it's simple. See this? What they say? Diddy's circle is behind this. Who's that in the casket? You about to get your mind blown, y'all. I promise you that. Pay attention, y'all. Stay with me. Did we not hear that they made a lot of people unalive? What does this meme say? Diddy's circle is behind this. The number one question, y'all holler at me in the chat because we live on this internet and we ain't Hollywood. Who is Diddy's circle? And I'll wait. Who is Diddy's circle? Holler at me. Once again, going to show y'all what the world knows, what some of y'all dummies don't know or act like you don't know. To show you, y'all, you ain't ducking this smoke. I'll tell you what, it ain't all over yet. It ain't all over yet. Clyde, Beyonce. A plus, Tamiko. Y'all know his immediate circle. That's right, Miss Bryant. Now, why they got this in the video? And why they saying this, y'all? Even though, right? This is how we use it for confirmation, because all of these things were already assumed. When they kept giving us jokes, Diddy telling this man all the stuff I did for you. It is said they helped make people unalive, but what y'all better understand, it wasn't Diddy. It is said that Diddy made Jay-Z do a lot of stuff. Who was trying to deal with Prince before he died? Prince was against streaming. When they say Snoop Dogg went in that hospital and finished off Tupac, I kind of believe that shit, y'all. That's right. That's right. Who did they say was trying to deal with Prince? Then ask yourself, who's making these videos and why they say that? For those who don't know, this is what I have been doing since about November, October, cracking these codes. This is when I understood it was a government hit. What I mean by that is, y'all, somebody knows the truth. The people that know the truth are the ones putting this shit out. That's what I kept telling y'all. Then when I put it together with TD Jakes, when YouTube let it be known that this shit is coming from other places, then I put together Elon Musk tech, and I started putting together all this other stuff. I know where it's coming from. Diddy's circle is behind this. See that? They said something about Aaliyah. They say something about that. They say a lot of the shit that had to be carried out was carried out. This the kicker right here, y'all. Did you know that Prince was signed to Arista Records? Did you know that Prince was signed to Clive Davis? Did you know that when Prince went on that whole rant and went into the slave stuff, he was really rebelling on Clive Davis? Did you know that? Told you, man, around here, you always gonna get new stuff. You won't get what nobody's talking about. Because the truth is being revealed day by day by day, and I'm getting it all. Yeah. How many of y'all knew that Prince was signed to Clive Davis, Arista Records? Yup. Let me ask you a question. Was Aaliyah ever signed to Arista Records? Holla at me. Was Aaliyah, Was Aaliyah's uncle, did they have anything to do with Arista Records? Holla at me, y'all. I need some help on this one. I need to confirm it. Because I think about those tapes with them names on it. That's how I remember, like, guess what else, family? Everything is coming. I can't believe this shit. I went in the store yesterday. Guess what, bro? Guess what, sis? They bringing the tape Walkman back out. Which means what? Tapes are coming back out. The tape Walkman, I could have bought it yesterday. They bringing it back out. When I kept telling you records and tapes coming back, guess how they about to play us now? All y'all music, I kept telling y'all, that y'all love. Well, we destroy hip-hop so much. When we bring out the real music back that y'all used to love, that shit gonna cost you. Because we know, right? Y'all from the Walkman era when y'all was kids, right? So you know what's gonna happen? When we bring that Walkman back out, y'all gonna want to get those records again, those tapes. Yeah, family. They made all our music digital to destroy that shit. They made it where anybody could do it to destroy it. They took the arts and talent and destroyed it and reduced it to nothing. That's what they did. They devalued the stock. Now guess how they gonna build it back up? Tapes, records. I can show you rap records right now, $100, y'all. They destroyed our culture and then rebuilt it and took over it. Now it's worth money. You can't make this shit up, y'all. Told you, nah, you can't make it up no more. All right? Diddy's circle is behind this. Why would they say that? Why? This is giving you the clues that somebody knows what we don't know. Somebody also knows that Diddy worked for Clyde and Jay-Z worked for Diddy. Yes, that's why I kept telling y'all. With Nipsey Hussle, who the two culprits around? Diddy, Jay-Z. Before Prince died. Okay. Who was with Aaliyah before she died? All right. Told you, man, this shit ain't over yet. Jennifer Lopez child, Emmy, suits up and reveals new piercing on Othello opening. I ain't talking about that. Just want to show you J-Lo still trying to play her role. Huh? J-Lo ran from Diddy questions too, y'all. She hauled ass. When they asked about them freak-offs, man, J-Lo said she was going to the bathroom and never came back. And she was at an autograph signing. No. LeVar Ball said, don't feel sorry for him. So what? He got his leg cut off. Remember this? What is this? This when Denzel had pushed Jay-Z. Showing you, they still was bringing that up. Look how Jay-Z look like he want to hump on Denzel. Freak, man. The thing is this. Y'all remember Denzel pushed his ass, right? All that shit meant something. So now look, right? They in trouble. All right? So now, another important day happened, y'all. That I peeped it. Because also, let me shout out the church lady too. Because the church lady, you was always on her ass. And you never bought her shit. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you, Black. Remember when I said that woman had a job to do? Remember when I knew that woman was on the campaign? You remember when that woman came on my channel and I ain't give her the link? Because I knew what time it was, y'all. I ain't want nothing to do with it. But now that y'all know on this internet, it's a lot of artificial celebrities. But hopefully you learn not to pick and choose, because anybody with a record deal, anybody that, did y'all know that? Let me just speed it up for you. Not that, I'm talking about this. Let's go. Jaguar Wright arrested for theft claims there is no charge. Now, I'm not trying to bring up her getting arrested, but this is from June. A lot of y'all knew she got arrested in June. But then you're going to see, after this, something happened. You know she got the Medal of Freedom, right? That's not what I'm here to talk about. Nobody put together. I'll get in the chat. Because all it means something. Anybody in this chat, you know what's up. What city did y'all favorite YouTuber start their YouTube channel from? When this person started going live against the industry, which city and state were they at? Let me know right now. Thank you, King Nimrod. Salute, bro. A+. That's right. Who I already told you run that state. And I told you, man, they all forget this man was sanctioned to use brain chips and test them out. He is in charge of the Neuralink program. And his job is to work on that. Then you're going to see Dallas, Kyrie on the run, TD Jason trouble. I already told you who the king of Dallas. As you see, she was taken into police custody in Dallas on Thursday morning, June 6th, which is 6/6. According to the Dallas County Jail website, the singer, whose real name is you know what, was arrested for property theft between $30,000 and $150,000. A $10,000 bond was posted early Friday. I just want to, the only thing I'm talking about is Dallas. That's about it. The subjects of her most recent unsustained stories include Beyonce, Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Nicki Minaj, Sean Diddy Combs, Justin Bieber, and Odell Beckham Jr. Bingo. What I'm trying to show y'all. She was telling y'all about Odell Beckham. That was in June. That was way back then. Then to prove it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, who got exposed? Odell Beckham. What did that mean? You have the proof that Jaguar Wright knew a whole lot. She knew some stuff. But I told you, she had a job to do because I knew she was working for somebody. I already knew that because I know how it worked. The truth is, she used to be with Jay-Z. So I know. Trust me. It's called compromised. But, like I said, it ain't over yet. It ain't far from over. All right? These are the guys in charge of what? Destroying rap, destroying the streets. They are the ones in control of destroying a certain element that is called a cancer to the country. But when some of y'all understand, it is these black, horrible, dirty Negroes that make it bad for everybody. Because people looking from far away, they don't know who's who. They think it's all y'all. So the dirt had to be removed so that you could shine again. And that's what happened. And you will clearly see they look like modern day slaves. When I told you they created a style and a look for your people to follow so they will look like modern day slaves and didn't advance. That's why your whole generation damn near walking around in hoodies and no coat and no decent clothes because they went back into slavery. They just had no clue they was going to put their ass back in jail for real, like you see. See that? Look at all of them. This is the face of failure. This is your people getting their ass wiped out. Never coming back. Because what? They kept selling death, y'all. See? You got love for them because of skin tone, but they don't see you like that. They sell death to anybody. They don't care what your skin tone is. No. So now you see, right? Every day I'm going to show you updates of people getting swept. Because this warfare, it's a war. Y'all whole thing is take. All y'all had was rap in the streets, and we took that from y'all. Now what you got? All right? No, we're embarrassing y'all. The whole world looked up to y'all. Now the whole world is here looking at y'all. These memes are coming from all around the world. All right? So, you got your proof, y'all. Will Smith is full of shit. This fool lied on his recap. He lied and told the world he ain't been in no Diddy parties. Will Smith said it's hard to tell what's true or not in today's age. No, fool. We see clear. 2020 vision. I see everything clear. I ain't confused. No. The Fresh Prince is telling fans he got no Diddy dirty laundry. You believe that? Because Will Smith says he's never been tight with the disgraced rap mogul. The actor-rapper took the stage in San Diego. Thank you very much, Black Diamond. Check it out. When during a break, now peep it, if Will Smith is not affected by this, if he's innocent, he has nothing to do with nothing. Why the hell is he stopping his show to do a Kanye West rant? No, Will Smith is campaigning, trying to clean his name up. In San Diego Thursday, when during a break in the show, Smith addressed the sold-out crowd about all the memes trolls have made of him and Diddy. Huh? So, Will, if it's not real, why are you stopping your show to talk about it? And why are you looking at Diddy's meat? Will, anybody see this picture? No, you a liar. Anybody see this picture already know a lot of things. For two, not only have you been to Diddy parties, you are a willing participant, fool. All right? Willing participant. What they say, y'all? The eyes never lie. Where's Will Smith eyes at? Told you, man. Certified meat watcher. You see Will looking at Diddy meat harder, outright, and more than Jada Pinkett. You also will see this before Jay the Piggy got turned into a man. All right, that's it. You know what? You know why she ain't too deep? It ain't just that she ain't too deep, y'all. They use her to go against the grain. They use her to go against her own people. That's what happened. Yeah. But see, let me tell a lot of y'all. When I saw on Piers Morgan, if she never would have had on that hat that said, they're not like us, maybe I would have took it serious. But when I seen that hat, I already knew what time it was. I already knew what team was. I already knew what the team was. No. I think she will compromise, and they made her do that shit. You gonna go on that platform, and you gonna say they monsters. That's what you gonna do. Why? Your ass got caught allegedly. It's all alleged. But when we see 150,000 in death, shit, I know what that means, bro. That is approximately $180,000. No, that's $180,000 worth of theft. I know what that means. $10,000 bail. I know what that means. What we know around here, y'all? No, they put that woman in the pink program too. What that mean? You gonna be a damn snitch? Huh? You gonna go out there and be a snitch? Huh? You gonna go out there and be a snitch? You gonna go out there and you gonna go say they monsters. If not, your ass gonna get dealt with. Huh? Got them. That's right. When I kept telling y'all, I just didn't want to blow nobody up months ago. I like to let people get tricked and believe everything. All right? Meanwhile, I said I'm staying away from all that shit. So let me give y'all a clue on what I say. The reason why certain people, like I'm going to tell y'all right now, like when y'all hear me going at Maino, it ain't about Maino. It's about other people too. See, the thing is, certain people ain't never going to say their name. And then you're going to know why I don't say their name. It's a reason why I don't say people's name. It's a reason why I'm never going to say their name, because the truth is, once I learn who a lot of these people work for, I leave their ass alone. And that's what happened. All right, that's how I go down, y'all. So that's to let y'all know. Like the big YouTuber, I don't play with him because I know he down with. Trust me on that. I also know what he does. That's why I don't play with him, y'all. All right? Understand that part. All right? Just understand that part. So when Jaguar Wright came in the chat, you ain't gonna do that on my channel. Hell no. Why? I know what you about. I know you work for. All right? When I kept telling you, man, some of them people got a job on this shit. If you was bigger than me, and you was industry, and you on this internet, we have no conversation at all. Why? Because you're somebody else playing a role. See, you guys are really somebody. You ain't playing a role. I'm a nobody, meaning I ain't got no ties to nothing, no ties to nobody, I ain't got no agendas, no nothing. You guys do. You got a job to do. You guys are industry. But you didn't think I knew that hip-hop industry was a baby oil program. So you know what that means? Oh, y'all got touch with baby oil. Even though Jaguar Wright got a haircut like a boy, you still didn't get it, did you? Why? Because she flips and throw the braids on. No, she with the program too. All of them are. But it is a thing called redemption. It is a thing called getting yourself clean. So I said it to say that this internet was never for them. They on here because they fucking career over with. Did you know Jaguar Wright is actually on the Best Man soundtrack, a Hollywood movie soundtrack? You didn't know that, did you? No, y'all. Didn't I tell you they all actors? Didn't I tell you they all play actor roles? Hopefully you get it now. Hopefully you get it now. When I've been told y'all this internet been taken over by artificial celebrities. It been taken over. When I've been telling y'all, everywhere y'all run, y'all getting pinged. Ping, ping, ping. Because it's all of them, y'all. So I kept telling you. Now, what I will say is either two things. When Jaguar came out, it was from the heart. Or somewhere down the line, she got compromised. Or I'm going to say, if she was in Dallas, hey, maybe she got a brain chip put on her head. Who knows? Huh? Maybe it was said she was locked up. Maybe they put a brain chip in. Maybe she had to get chipped to go against Jay-Z. I'm just bullshit. Because you know what? It was something that made me peep something. Remember when somebody started trying to push the narrative? Hey, yo, Jay-Z got Diddy in jail. Yo, who's Jay-Z? Put him in there. That's when I said, nah. Somebody lying. And I saw the people and I said, nah. Some other shit going on. Then I went through a whole month of proving that it was impossible for Jay-Z to put Diddy in jail because Diddy run his ass. Went through a whole month to prove that shit. Proved it. That's when I knew they was lying. Because I knew the truth. Jay-Z ain't got no power like that. He got power, but not like, see, this is how I knew the game. See, me and my family, we from Brooklyn, so we know the shit. But see, when you're not from Brooklyn, you're always gonna put Jay-Z way up there. You're gonna make him way bigger from the fan perspective. So when some people kept trying to make it like Jay-Z this and that, Jay-Z and them, Jay-Z put Diddy. I said, they go that shit trying to make it like Jay-Z got all the power. Then I went through a whole month to prove he ain't got no power. He just got money. When they start talking about Jay-Z, he got all the power. You ain't from New York. You a fan. I already know what's up. And that's how the shit was. So I've been seeing through the whole shit. All right? But I will say this, and I repeated it before. Eve is real. Eve is real, y'all. Like I said, I met Eve before. Eve is real, and she real Philly. Eve is humble in real life. I met Eve when she was on top of the top. When she had that what you niggas want. Eve is real. She humble. And she for real, y'all. That's all I can say about Eve. I ain't got nothing bad to say. That's why you never see me ever diss Eve on this platform. You will see certain rappers, I've never mentioned their name, never said nothing bad about them because they never played themselves. Or some of them, when I met them, they was official. I'm going to be real with you. But I'm going to say that because Eve don't never get her credit neither. She was shitted on, but the truth is, Eve was real, man. Like, she was a real woman in real life. She'd talk to you, give you autograph, whatever it is. She was real like that. She was hands-on. That's what I ain't going to take from Eve. That's why they took advantage of her and destroyed her too. And Eve was a real Philly representative. See? But you couldn't have a nice woman like Eve repping Philly, even though she made it to TV shows. Even though they was trying to make Eve the female Fresh Prince. You're going to see something happen, right? All right, then. Because it's a curse on Philly, y'all. It's a curse on Philly, curse on New York, curse on Chicago, curse on Los Angeles, curse on Houston, Texas. Huh? Anywhere they be at. Curse on Miami. Yeah. Every place I said, you're going to see people that made it, people that did certain things, but then you're going to see somehow they back in their city stuck. Trick Daddy back in Miami stuck. Trina back in Miami stuck. Because what? When you look a certain way, you can't get out. If I knew what I knew when I was rich, I would move to another country just to do it. I'll move to an island just to get the fuck out of here. Just to make sure I don't be stuck. We think of Russell Simmons not having fun. That fool probably having the time in his life. Russell Simmons probably in a cave with 5 boys around him and 2 little girls. Huh? And with an iPhone. Huh? That's what he doing? Yeah. Keep telling y'all, Russell is the clue. How the hell a founder of Def Jam on the run, but his whole roster still in America walking around? No. No. I say that for a reason. It is now starting to take off, and they can't duck it. They never was ducking it. Diddy Circle is behind this. Who is Diddy Circle? Once again, the reason why I can look at this picture and the shit got merit, because this is all the stuff that we already assumed already. If you see that people in this industry were taken out, whatever, somebody had to do the dirty work. The question is, who the hell was doing the dirty work all these years? Your Prodigy choke on the egg? Prodigy was on Ice-T tour. Then you'll see before that, out of nowhere, I was peeping it. Ice-T kept trying to go out his way to say Mobb Deep was his favorite group. Mobb Deep, my favorite group. Mobb Deep, my favorite group. Next thing you know, he got Mobb Deep on the tour. Prodigy. Next thing you know, Prodigy in Vegas. Rest in peace. Prodigy died in Vegas, y'all. After that, Ice-T tour, and Ice-T no more after Prodigy died. He canceled that whole shit. That's right. Telling y'all, man. It's all movies. It's all movies. Shout out to the chat. What's up, Lightbringer? The Lightbringer. We shouldn't ever love or fully commit to anything based on cosmetics. That's right. But the cosmetics apply to the fake world we live at, because when you're dealing with cosmetics, you're dealing with what? Colors, right? You're dealing with colors. You're dealing with art, which means you're dealing with deception. You're dealing with things that can be altered and changed. And that's the whole science of this world we live in the flesh and physical stuff. Anything you see with your eyes can be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Anything. And once your mind is altered, you will accept anything as real. That's how this thing works, y'all. So Yes, y'all. When everything went to this 4G, 5G technology shit, they really were doing brain studies, y'all. This thing went to brain levels. No family. When you heard about Star Wars, it's real. These technical, logical devices, they can be used for warfare. They can be used for good or used for bad. That's right. Now, there's another thing I wanted to tell you about. Thank you very much, Ms. Mo Better. What people forget about that iPhone. People forget they told us outright that they were family. iPhones can read your blood. They can read your blood. Yes. Because with the Apple Watch, they got in trouble because they were tracking people's blood. The iWatch, yes, y'all. Yes. They were doing so much stuff we don't know about. We didn't know. We had no clue, y'all. Then out of nowhere, what happened? When C-19 happened, they started with that program of what? If you get around somebody, your phone go off. When you get around it, they were showing you, family, we got it with your one with the phone. Like really, 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 to your feelings, all that. We got y'all now. Why? Well, a lot of y'all have already grown to use eye scan, touch scan. You already won with your phone. Voice scan, you won with the phone. We just didn't tell y'all that y'all phone reacted a certain way. When I started peeping it, once I said, yo, why every time I touch my phone, that shit start getting alerts? I've been peeping that shit. I said, yo, they got the phone program where it's censored when you pick it up. So I turned that shit off now. Telling you, family, I started been with peeping that shit. Like, yo, my phone could be laying the whole time. As soon as I pick it up, ding, 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 all these alerts, I be like, yo, why this shit do that? And I peeped it. I said, yo, that shit can peep when you pick it up. All that shit is in the phone. Like I said, a lot of y'all, let's get y'all caught up. You do live, whatever you do. You driving, GPS on, Google tracking, all that shit. Every time you sped, all that shit in the database, you speeding your ass off. But you didn't know. Now you're gonna look for insurance. They telling your shit high, but what they not telling you is they saw all the times you was going on GPS speeding your ass off. Yup, I peeped that years ago. I said I've been through that years ago. Going out of town and shit, turn that shit off because they tracking. Yeah, tracking that speed. When Google started telling me 40, I'm in a 45. I look at the sign, that shit say 45. I said, damn. Google say 55. I look up, I'm in a 55. Damn, I've been through that shit, y'all. I said, nah, man, this shit different. And some of y'all just didn't want to get it, man. Some of y'all didn't want to get it. Nah, they've been using these phones for some other shit, y'all. And not only that, the mega high frequencies, that is the stuff with the radiation. When they told us straight up that some of these cell phones give off more power than a microwave, and our whole life we was told that microwaves get radiation. Family, when I hold them 5G phones for too long, that shit hurt my hand, man. It hurts my hand. It hurts my hand, then my arm hurt, my elbow hurt. I've been doing these experiments for the past months because it's been happening to me for months, y'all. To the point where, like, when I got work to do on my phone and shit, I had to start putting my phone on a pillow, like doing little stuff. But then I peeped. What you really supposed to do, y'all, is use those rubber gloves. You know, the nursing gloves? We really supposed to use those shits when we in the crib. Get you a pair of them black gloves. So I'm gonna give me some. They cost a couple dollars a pack, but when you in the crib with that phone, you really supposed to have on them black rubber gloves, y'all. That's the truth. And you'll see some people know that shit. Because remember, the rubber breaks the frequency. So the truth is, family, we supposed to always have them black rubber gloves, like the nursing gloves. When you at work, bro, you supposed to really keep one of them on you on deck. When you in the crib, you supposed to never really have that phone in your fucking hand. Because what they never told us, it is so many nerves, sensors, blood, all that stuff is in your hand, y'all. That's why it's very important why they wanted that phone in our hands. But I always been like this. When I always use phones, always rubber out cases. My whole pattern was always sit on the table, and I work like that with the shit with my phone down. I never hold a phone in my palm. Always been like that. But with the 5G, that shit so powerful. I was trying to hold that shit from the sides. All that shit was cooking my hand. I just couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. Then this how I did and this is what I peeped. I also peeped my phone was more powerful according to the Wi-Fi I was under. So say you in a situation where that Wi-Fi is strong, you'll feel it even more through that shit. If you're on a weak service, it might not be as powerful. These are facts. Because I've been doing these experiments on myself, y'all. I was like, yo, I can't hold this shit. And I was like, yo, all other phone wasn't like that. But when I got this Galaxy, Man, that shit is so fucking powerful. That shit hurts my fucking right arm. And another thing is, I never hold my phone with my left, because that's the side of my heart on. Never hold it with my left hand. I never hold my phone with my left hand, y'all. I'm telling you, I always got my own ways to move because I know about this technology shit. Never hold my phone in my left hand, so I ain't never got to worry about no fucking stroke. I'm telling you, man, y'all put too much trust in them phones, y'all. Them shits got certain frequencies. All right? So also look at it like we can have a phone, they can push a button, and that shit go to goddamn thousands of watts real quick and then stop. Meanwhile, some shit that happened that quick. You know what I'm saying? Nah, y'all don't play that shit because more. Then you see what else happened, y'all? Remember before, we can take the battery out? Can't do that now, can you? But another thing we didn't peep, being that we can't take the battery out, that actually makes the power more potent and more powerful. Yes. So that's why you'll see the real smart people know this shit. They always knew this. Rubber case, and we really supposed to have the pointer, y'all. We supposed to use the pen. We're really not supposed to be touching that shit. The smart people always knew this shit. Not playing with y'all. All right? So, the reason why I say that, because I saw yesterday, they bringing out Walkmans back, y'all. The Walkmans are back. These are facts. I might buy one. I might buy the shit today just to buy it. Yeah, Walkmans are back, y'all. But the only thing that hurt, we ain't got no more of the tapes. But all that shit coming back. Walkmans, all that. So, when we talk about how the world going in circles, we lived through the record tape era. Now they're gonna make it back for the new era. Yep. Also, like I said earlier, hip hop gonna be worth more money now. Cause records $100 plus. Remember I told y'all, bro. I said, bro, you got any records in the cut? You got any of that shit stashed? I said, you can cash out now, bro. Them shit's antiques now. You got records from the 80s. You got hip hop from the 80s, bro. And that's 40 years old, bro. That's antique now. That's antique. Yeah, the more you hold it, it's more antique. Like I said, I talk my shit about Jay-Z, but if my stupid ass would have had all them CDs and records, you know how much that whole package would have been? Y'all, I told y'all, we becoming history. No, everything. So remember this too. This how they doing this shit. See, not only we gonna make y'all history, but when we make y'all history, guess what's gonna happen? All y'all greatness gonna become classic. All y'all greatness gonna become antique now. So that's why I kept telling my family over and over again, if you don't have nothing, it's gonna be lost history. Everything you did, started, it's gonna be lost history, y'all. Everything we took for granted is back and it's worth money. It's like, do you know, it's like if our stupid ass would have kept some of them VCRs. Y'all forgot some of them VCRs were really straight movie players. So some people actually kept their VCR, and now they can hook it up to their high-def TV and get the full effect. Because another thing about the VCR tapes, they were recorded a certain way. For those who don't know, when you record on film, it's a different sound and different look. Music on tape sounds different. Movies on film looks different. Part of why we're in a fake world, because we were all digital. So when I told you shit going back to realness, then you're going to see tapes coming back out. Records. I'm going to say VCRs coming back out. Because what? They also understood they made a lot of money off that stuff. All right? So it ain't nothing like a classic movie that you keep. Because that was me. I always kept all classic. Then that's what I say. Certain movies, I bought them shits 10 times because when Scarface was on VCR, I bought it. Then when the DVD, bought it. Some people went to DVD-R and bought it. DVR, you know what I'm saying? So I always rebuy the classics. Like you're supposed to have Matrix in the crib. All the classics, you're supposed to already have them. But see, our stupid ass got tricked to get rid of them. And that's the only thing I be mad at about my past. My old baseball, football cards would have been worth money. I had old equipment, recording equipment would have been worth money. All this shit. I had CDs, tapes, all that shit. Talking about first album, second album, collections, gone. All that stuff would have been worth thousands now, y'all. So remember I told you, man, anybody got anything in storage, it's worth money now, y'all. Hey, even your parents, some of them, they might got some old Whitney Houston records, worth money. See, that parents had all them shits. Only my stupid ass don't even know. I should ask them where the shit at. Money, y'all. That Michael Jackson Thriller album, money. All that shit worth bread, y'all. You can come up on some old records, come up with a grand right now of them shits. Yeah. Why? When you kill their culture, everything left will be an antique. That's what's happening. Yep. What it's called? Worth more dead than alive. So on that note, this fool lies say he been a freak offs. Here's the proof. Here's the proof how they've been lying to us for years, y'all, with a straight face. The Fresh Prince is telling his fans he's got no Diddy dirty laundry because Will Smith says he's never been tight with the disgraced rap mogul. Key word is he told his fans because I told you they what? Think fans are stupid. Even though it's this thing called Google, the actor rapper took to the stage to address a sold-out crowd about the memes trolls have made about him and Diddy. Fool, it ain't about no damn trolling. This ain't no trolling. This is somebody from what? This is Irish media. This ain't no meme, dummy. Will Smith, this ain't no meme. This real news. What they say? Inside Diddy's freak-off parties as pictures emerge of rapper alongside a lister. Guess what, dummy? They don't need no memes. Here's the proof. And out of all the pictures at Diddy parties we've seen, Will Smith, you are the only one looking at Diddy's meat. The only one. So, Will, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? You might have been the most freakiest participant at the Diddy parties, but we clearly got the proof. You're looking at that man package, and your wife looking too. Any more questions? What happened to them that night? All right, then. All you got to know is Diddy and Jada ran a train on Will ass, right? But the world knows it. Are you still proud of Will? The whole island know he's a you-know-what. Inside Diddy's freak-off parties as pictures emerge. No, Will Smith been getting so much embarrassment, y'all. He's trying to come out and do damage control, but it's not going to work. Why it's not going to work? Because they saying the worst about them. They also was done with Will after this. But now y'all got the proof that what? It was staged. Do you see Will and Chris Rock laughing at us? Do you see them laughing, y'all? Playing mind games? Now do you see how they was creating fake topics for years? Can you now get it? How they were making a false reality for us to engage in when you're talking about a topic for months and months and the whole time the shit was fake? Who gets the last laugh? So when I said they think we're stupid, the truth is they've been tricking our dumb ass for 30 years. And they think we still like that. But we not kids no more. Shit don't work. Sit. All right? It don't work. So what else? Hold up. These memes right here being made on you around the world, Will. Around the world. But the thing is, they didn't need these memes to destroy you because you with Diddy. And on top of that, you done shot yourself more because now you have been caught lying. So I've never seen an innocent man lie for no damn reason. What lie did he say? Smith said it's hard to tell what's true or not in today's age, and the memes online are clearly causing a ton of confusion. No, they ain't, Negro. They only causing confusion for you. For you, not for nobody else. Stop. Stop it, Will. No, we've been putting bad luck on your ass. A couple weeks ago, we said you're going to get yours. Looked at me like you starting to get yours. Know why? This shit has taken off so much, you had to address it now. You downplayed it for over a year. Now you had to address it. Because your PR, your public relations probably told you, Will, you got to address this shit. Because what? You trying to drop an album? Why you dropping an album? You trying to clean your image up. He said he don't know Diddy like that. He ain't been in no freak-offs. Stop it, Will. Straight liar. Now you got the proof they act in real life. Now you got the proof. No more questions, y'all. That's it. Huh? Why they got him in training day? Because he be with Denzel and them too. Everybody at them freak-offs get clowned together. Do you see? See Jayz on a date? See Denzel and them at who? They watching LeBron. Because what? They all together. That's why. So once again, LeBron disrespected I showed you the same exact people making the memes on him. Jay-Z disrespected. Showed you the same exact people making memes on him. I showed you Diddy, TD Jakes, same exact people. Who else? Denzel, same exact people making memes on him. I'm going to say people are behind this that know them. I'm going to say it's no coincidence. Out of all of Hollywood, the black celebrities all are getting embarrassed because they all were under Diddy. That's it. Who else came out with a lie I forgot to talk about? Jamie Foxx. What did Jamie Foxx say? He said Diddy put something in his drink. I told you all of the actors were smart enough to lie early, and you will see all the rappers are being quiet. Kept telling you that. Jamie Foxx addressed Diddy parties. Everybody, a lot of people did. The only people that didn't address none of this shit is the gangster rappers. I kept telling you. The gangster rappers are the only one that did not acknowledge nothing about nothing. Denzel said he'd been to Diddy parties, but the devil can. He left early. Nick Cannon said he was there. He left early. Jamie Foxx said he was there. Did he put something in his drink? What the rapper say? Well, now you had a proof on who was actually getting their ass knocked out with the baby oil. Will Smith, you have the proof, was what? A willing participant, which means what? Will Smith did not have to be knocked out. See the proof? So when Diddy lawyer said it was consensual, the people like Will Smith was with it. The ones that wasn't consensual was the gangster rappers that had no clue what was going to happen to their ass. All right? That's it. Now let me make it's a thin line because he's not in trouble for rappers because they know it's agreement made. You want to be a star, right? Okay, well, all right. Now, it's a procedure, whether the rapper, singer, or actor knows or not, but it's consensual because you said you want this record deal, right? It's consensual because you said you down with us, right? That's why it's consensual. Even though it's one little part they didn't tell you. It was consensual because ain't nobody make you go in the room, but we just didn't tell you what's going to happen to your butthole. That's how that shit worked, y'all. All right? And guess what? You're going to be on tape. So the billion-dollar question of today is Will Smith on tape? You got the proof him at Diddy parties. You know for a fact he been back more than once. The question is his ass on tape? If I had to put my head on a chopping block, I would say his ass on tape. Because I also know behind every joke is truth. And with this joke, it's truth. And I'm going to say it's a tape on Will. Just like LeBron and everybody else. That's my assumption. It's my assumption. So now you see what I said, no matter if I talk about it, you talk about it, everybody around the world talking about it, everybody around the world going harder than all of us. We don't make no damn memes, but they do. And I kept saying they look like fucking Hollywood memes. All right? So just showing y'all how Will Smith lied. He's caught lying. He been a liar. They've been staging shit. And that's why Black Hollywood got to leave. The reason why Black Hollywood got to leave, y'all, because they've been lying to black people for 30 years. Lying, influencing them with bullshit, weird behavior. I mean, these guys don't know nothing about nothing. Will Smith knows nothing about Malcolm X, nothing. He knows nothing about blackness, nothing at all. All right, so just stop it. That's why they're in the middle. They're not European, but they're not black neither. So they're just mutts. That's who they are. Will is a mutt. Shit, you from Philly, but you're in Scientology. Now you do gospel back to Philly. No, you're Babylon, fool. No, don't say it's confusing. Say you're confusing. Say you're confused. Will, you know how you're confused? Your son is your daughter's your son, and your wife is your husband. Y'all confused. Miss us with all that shit. We don't care about nothing you talk about. And guess what? Philly can still be proud of you, Meek Mill, and brother Umar Johnson. That's about it. Looked to me like Philly got a pattern. Umar Johnson really like white woman. All you guys are just funny. But I'm going to say this. It ain't stopping, Will. That's why you had to address it. Plus, a lot of people don't like you for what you did to Chris Rock. Because the people that believe it. But around here, we know you was capping. All right? Same party, same night. But somebody's face ain't looking right. Can you believe this Negro said he don't know Diddy like that? He ain't been in no freak offs like that. Don't put him with Diddy like that, even though they got the same goddamn blood relative called Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones is their connection, y'all. Quincy Jones is their connection. The same way y'all don't expect that Will Smith know way more about the East Coast, West Coast beef than all y'all know. Will Smith know more about Tupac than all of us. Him and LL Cool J. All of them know so much. Remember that part. Will made it throughout the years because he played the cornball role. But he always been around the truth. You know what I'm saying? He know what's up. So that's why he getting dealt with too. Once again, you're going to see Quincy Jones died. They all been catching hell, like I said. Before Will was protected, he not no more. What else I said? Don't forget, Quincy Jones died 24 hours within Diddy's birthday, November 4th. Yep. What else we been looking at? The main important thing of this show we looking at is the stuff they've been saying that we already been hearing. And what's that, y'all? Diddy circle is behind this. They trying to say them fools took out Prince. They saying them fools took out Aaliyah and some more people. I'm gonna leave that alone. They saying them fools took out Nip. They saying them fools did a lot. They saying they use Yo Gotti to do that to Dolph. They saying them fools did a lot. I don't know what's true and I don't want to know. But I know one thing. Somebody knows something we don't know. Somebody knows something we don't know. Because you got to know a whole lot and be real talented to make these memes, y'all. So I just decode the memes. I don't make them. But if I didn't already know what this meant, I wouldn't have got it. Being I already knew the allegations that what? They say it was one of your favorite rappers trying to get with Prince before he died. They said one of your favorite rappers were trying to get Prince. But I know the truth on Prince. He was against streaming. And I think one of your friends had a situation called Tidal, and they were trying to get Prince down with them streams. Something like that. The next thing you know, Prince died. I started hearing his music on commercials, all this shit. Nope. But I had no clue. Prince was signed to Clive Davis Arista Records, which meant Prince became Diddy's brother back in 99, but we didn't peep. I think when Prince turned his name into that slave stuff, I think he was shitting on Clive Davis, y'all. So I told you, these people, when they're going to get you, they're going to get your ass. If I'm not mistaken, Aaliyah was on Arista Records. Prince was on Arista Records. Any more questions? Whitney Houston. Any more questions? It's also an attack on Mr. Clyde too, y'all. Yes, it is. Like I said, I just ain't posted all. Yes, it is. Because they ran up on Clyde Davis and he tried to act like he ain't no Diddy. They pulled up on him with them Diddy questions. He ignored their ass like he ain't no Diddy and tried to keep it moving. Yeah. Clyde Davis been running too. His ass is going to be next. That's right. When we prove that Clyde Davis, let's go back, goddammit. Let's go back. Let me put y'all on what's really, let me show y'all this shit. When I kept telling you your whole life is Clyde Davis. When I tell you he controlled your whole fucking reality, man. Been doing that. Been having fun with them black women. Been having fun with them black men. Them white pervert executives were having fun with all the black people. So when we talk about freak offs and all this stuff about blacks being freaky and pink and rainbow, the truth is, y'all, when they came into this game, they turned their ass out. They turned them out, y'all. That's what happened. And then it was taught throughout the generations and decades how to be a black person in entertainment. You have to play your role and stay in line and keep the executives happy because they are the main ones. Like when you go in the office, they just touch on your ass. That's what they do, y'all. It's all in all the movies, man. It's what they do. They pervert. It's the executives that do it, y'all. So I want people to understand that it's not just dissing the celebrities. You got to understand it's a mental program they got to go through. They turn them into freaks because they have to participate in freak off rituals every year. It's the celebration of music, and it's a celebration of Rome, things of that nature. Roman celebration, that's what it is. And they have to participate. And by participating as women, they have to be freaks. And this thing been going on for years, y'all. And it's been passed down. So this is why everybody always knew the truth about the black celebrities. Because Arista Records go back to back with Clive Davis. He was sticking that thing and Aretha Franklin and all of them. Because that's what they had to do. They had to do that. That's right. Woman, you're going to be freaks. Men, you're going to be freaks. And then we're going to flip all y'all ass out. We're going to flip y'all with straight sex, and we're going to flip y'all with bi sex. And when y'all at the end of y'all career, y'all go back to y'all families and neighborhoods, y'all will be so filthy and so ashamed of yourself, have so many secrets of dirt. That's when you're going to die in shame. And that's how it's set up to be. So it's all together. Gladys Knight, Aaliyah. Gladys Knight, people. Aaliyah's uncle, Arista Records. Dead. Whitney Houston, dead. Y'all getting it? We're going to leave it alone. Biggie, dead. Prince, dead. All right? Now, this is the number one question from earlier. Why is somebody saying this? Why is somebody saying this shit? And you answer again. This the end of Hollywood. Like I already told y'all. Why they saying that? Who knows that? Who's saying that? Who said this? Diddy's circle is behind this. So let's get it clear one more time. If they said Diddy's circle is behind this, who is Diddy's circle? And then you'll see why Kanye West been spazzing on their ass. Then you'll see why when I did the video yesterday, I made a point to speak about how they're making a point to let the world know that they have not been supported by the what? Circle. Nobody checked on Diddy kids. Nobody did nothing. Who? His circle. But you see right here, it says Diddy's circle is behind this. When you understand who number 2 was, who the lieutenant was, you'll get it clear. When they kept telling you, if you don't thank Beyonce, when you get an award, it's over for you, maybe you'll get it. All right? So, that's why them people you know, see, usually Jay-Z and Beyonce would have been trying to go on tour, but you will clearly see they laying low now. Shh. There's another thing. Can y'all see how fast time flying? Remember, it was all about Christmas Day, Netflix, Beyonce. Look how fast time flying. Yeah, this shit about to be April. So I want y'all to see. We about to be into the 4th year this year already, and people still don't get it. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all day. Feeling good today. Hope y'all feeling good too. We're going to bring the positive vibes back, and you're going to see. You're going to see, y'all. You're going to see. From me, look at me as an example, because it's the truth. It's the truth, y'all. Check it out. You're going to see, y'all. Whenever I talk about rap shit, it's like I lose my mind, y'all. It's the truth, man. When I talk about that rap stuff, it's like a fucking evil spell come over me, man. And if you've been listening to these lies enough, you'll hear it. You'll hear it. That's why you'll see it's like I'm bipolar. When you listen to me on Members Only, y'all know by now I'm a different person. When I talk about any other content, I'm a different person. But when I talk about this rap, I don't know why. I just get disrespectful. I start cursing. I just get wild because that's what it do to me, man. I can admit it. I can admit it. So imagine me in the street listening to rap with a gun. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This is what rap do. When I'm talking about people I ain't supposed to even be talking about, that's nobody. No. That shows the trauma that rap did to me. When it's to the point where I don't like their ass because of what it did to me. And I ain't supposed to even think like that. I'm supposed to say, you know what, man? Go on with your life, man. Screw them. But no, I know what they did. It's not what they did to me, y'all. It's what they did to people, man. That's really what it is. The truth is, I know they took that man, Jay-Z, and a lot of them took money when they knew for a fact they had it. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody paid me right now to go to the water tank in your city and put poison in that shit, and I do it. I'm gonna put you in the city, in that water tank. We need you to put this chemical in that water because we trying to wipe out like a lot of them in that city. Here's the money. That's how I look at them, y'all. The ones that willingly took the money to screw us over with no mercy. That's really what it is, y'all. That's the part that hurt me, because I know what that bastard did, man. And I know it's people ruined to this day over that shit. And I know he did that after he realized so many people loved him, y'all. That's what pissed me off with him. All right? When you're supposed to be from the streets, in the ghetto, in the hood, but everything you do is opposite of the hood, meaning you don't do nothing to help nobody get out the hood. No, no, no. We had no clue what it meant when he went to Marcy Projects with Oprah. We didn't know what that meant. So on that note, y'all enjoy your day. Nobody's buying your shit, Will, except for Philly. Except for Philly, because they don't deny. Philly love all their celebrities. They say, man, we don't got enough. We can't deny nobody. Huh? Philly is the most brainwashed from rap music anyway. They still love Willie. They still love Will. He's flaming. They love Gilly. He said he was a male stripper. They love Meek Mill. He's screaming on audio. BASHIR, he got dealt with from Empire. All right? That's it. But they ain't like Eve, though. They ain't like Eve. You still ain't noticed that yet? You still ain't noticed that Philadelphia is not that fond of women? You still ain't noticed that yet? Okay, I don't watch $1 Million Worth of Game. I know you had it for years. How many women he had on that platform? All right, then. Philly guys don't like women like that. Prove me wrong, bro. Prove me wrong. Yeah. Well, that's right. They need to be canceled in Philly. They need to be canceled. They should have been canceled. They ain't do nothing. Every person that ain't do nothing for their city should be canceled. Like I said, they should have been canceled. You know what I'm saying? No, they was watching that whole thing. They sit back in their big ass houses, watch the news, and that shit is entertaining to them. You see, they actors. You know what entertain them? Our real fucking life. They get entertained of our real life, y'all. When they watch the news and see all the people in your neighborhood that died, that's some news for them. That's right. When they see them trank heads and dope heads, that's news for them, y'all. Yes, our sorry ass life is entertainment for them. You can't make it up. And that's why they still disrespect people and play with you. They play with us because they know we stupid. Meaning, like I said, this fool know I've been from Philly 30 years. I ain't do shit. And they ain't make me do nothing. And they ain't come for me. They ain't diss me or trash me or nothing. That's how they look at it. That's how they look at it, like all I'm gonna give y'all is fame. That's it. I make y'all look good. Y'all, I'm the one make the city look good. Y'all ain't do shit for me. That's how they look at it. Kiss my ass. Y'all try to kiss my ass. That's how it work, man. They believe they gods and you they fucking peasants. They believe that shit. They believe that they are gods. They teach them that they are fucking gods. And you are the fan, but you are the one that bows down to worship them. All right, that's what it means. When that man say, put your diamonds up, put your lighters up, that's telling you worship, worship.